abusa for be biajo amobia kwa baba Oman 107.1 FM was shipping the nation. I boiling point na what day about 8 o'clock na where the more you need a boiler said the club power from na what me at the table for free you na catch you say boiler point ben aso god na say be dia akon ye me and then matna adwem no boteji kwabra kwache so e akra ye bi na telephone so na ne di e kakra bi e ho ma si timi edi ebim and Thursday last program no for the weekend on just say nyame adoma china weekend wa aswa and krom ha say no mo West African leaders na betwe sia wa ha say no mo enti me gidi say inconvenience na ba end egusa fa mo amote ase say den ya amampani for West Africa nyina be krom ha de na chese police force be ye o madwuma so mo ye bia enti no we de mo fa nche sa ne ye no ebasi asa na alternative route no egusia na wo so wotimi afaso but I think say the kusie no ande say na ekusie eti boiling point bre aso ti free union na free union na make to say I say your boiling point Ghana's most listening to political talk program on mass market radio and the mass market radio yeah fantete yeah fantete san ye become one and it na issues be bre e wo ho no mo na ya boafo no we say no but before me boafo no dikaka no ma menka issues no be me no me se bia ne bedi eho enkomo ene ye tena se a yentimi enya bowling point ne abra yenka football ho asem se yama coach sika akono eko obi besie where did he come from, how did we get here it ne bedi nkomo se coach Milo na eba na se se bi tutu abese kropo em sa aso na nwumri yo ho okay ti me hwe se akwakodu se ye di Milo na eba ana chocolate na se coffee ne de na eba dia ene minim intino ene ibedi sports ho enkombo na ensebi ekoso na Professor Tuku Kaka se bi kire me last bi na megidi nema there's no mere coincidence in the world, asembi ebesi bia no ye na bibi wo ba bibi wo na wonte ase me premti bibi ye say entanka nyame adoma ekina ABC ba bontin a ABC I said that your story be on Ghana Standards Authority ya development the changes kama abahuso ewo Ghana Standards Authority nyame adoma ekina ba paper no but na wie mi wo ho no mo a me my edit story na wie je se be kwa bontin na wie mo ho no ma na manya kowe eh yes Ghana Standards Authority for union chairman say etinyame adoma ekina obi agoku jan me say then the reporter now call Ghana Standards Authority no okwoti there wo ho ya boss Ghana Standards Authority for abaso management say led by Professor Jodu o ma yadwa kama say what has happened all of a sudden na ebi mo say ame adoma ekina omunkuboku jan and wo hwe WhatsApp platforms bia bi bo so a and someone air course wo ho in fact anye nyan na ma spend there for the past 4 hours didn't command ya akoye me say abobi beka wa no frantoma ya akoye me sa say abobi beka wa no frantoma our Ghana Standards Authority entimu a mujiri sa muka buso ko no ho na mo sanke kansam ochankofo yodum munko yesei no society plan bi no was say bi producer ho say Professor Jodu ni ho na wo necessarily wo de be ma wo what do you gain moreover and tie nya kwapo ne se o mampanyin asa ade ama no say Professor Alex Jodu was out to the job pano so yate ye di pa bebre ni agi eti afa ye de na all of a sudden eni kunni be ko bi babia ya mo chocho no fe mo WhatsApp groups no so no me follow ba ku po da mo say na human resource mo hwe mo ye ni ade I can say to the authority said na me no ka say eni pa no less than 25 young mu ye do Ghana Standards Authority mu ye PhD unprecedented ABC Ghana Standards Authority da until Professor Alex Jodu be ye Director General meboa wo da meboa kan mo se mo ye wekase mu tie mi da meka se meboa no mo twa send message abem say God we dey wo boa me so the media to back say I work as na say me boa at least about 25 da bena market ya kem sika be na mo deserve a won fa maamo na ba ko hwe mo anya when the in fact mo yeri kakra mo try de say and Professor Lezodu will take decision bi krompa na yi ni deputies in Yahweh. Hey, now when deputies come meet amukobi. It's one a catch up say will take decision bi the deputies in Yahweh. Who told you that? Because when the deputies are meeting na any public meeting. It will omudi nkomo no na mo ho anana mu ni ho. So who told you say the deputies no wo ye meeting as will take decision bi ya no mu ni ho? Who told you that? Media actually Ghana Standards Authority and ne Food and Drugs Authority abufia metima catch or say ye one of the state institutions are or matter things around under the presidency of Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Such two institutions we ye timi nyomu free mu da ye ka first five am sure so dey on beka ho I don't know montombo kakra if you say no be say be produce any people we interested here but one you careful am we interest no override the interest of institutional woman na just say and your interest papa no abroad na person obo e be any selfish interest ya no just say selfish interest na titwitwa no enye emwa wo bia na titwitwa na wutwitwa nkofo no emwa wo bia and we know you we see you eti motombo Ghana Standards Authority mejini se bibia ebekọ jojo mate ngosi nkofo eboku janya me adoma echi na fa kuja de se ne opekọ betu ase tutu ba betu ase kokọ but no some wo genuine cases genuine concerns are betimi se penfo wo djuma no betimi de atom nim se ebe ya ketua esa ebe say ebe say na wo hwe enema new management baye o matoto equipment, state of the art equipment, including Monsa Sekopana and Kofo area that the man who are more red a band. That time Kofo Monsa and the man new management by Monsa will move protecting. Yeah, the man who it to be an and the money be on my father not a sipa kakra, kakra. About for high man 107.1 FM, Mutil Kumasi Ash 101.1 FM, and the NAP radio 90.1. Ewo asen fosun mejidi se ende ye wo live ewo NAP radio 90.1 mejidi pa se ende ye wo honomo na ne enwura nwumre na director of communications emma presidency ede beto abonte woni Facebook wo se Omanpanyin aye MMDCs no list wa ye ni nyina wie na nyame adoma enne nanopa ye the list de be ma Minister of Local Government rather than Kokubutri. Na very soon no Minister of Local Government no so a release list no. Mrs. Hania Mutaye no. In fact, 2017 April Omanpanyin list no ye no the then Local Government Minister Honorable Haji Alima Mahama. On the list the Babon to issue statement no the list na account more than 200 or so, about 212 as I say. It was sana ye itaye no na maybe sisi abo 5 minutes to 8 minya list no say ebia aba na say mai but adebia ye me worry kakra ne say every any anwumre nkomo ankofo koso radio stations ni TV stations ni ade omokuta report bia so called reporter committee final committee ni de koma Omanpanyin ya o ma recommendation say bia assembly way and municipality way inipa miensa way na ye shortlist wo mo na mu miensa no ye de ma coach Kresa ebeboa eno ano no ba ko so ye shortlist inipa miensa emu mienu bi do mo kontokwa de so de ma wo mo a enyeyi e de fa be de otoso miensa no report na ba bonte na nkofo kenkan and already started agitations needless agitation and penifo na kwatena ase ye ade we kama of course strategy wom but it wasn't meant for public consumption It was meant for the consumption of presidency and the party executive. Adna likaba bonti minim say you authentic and I say you authentic. But your one will be a eka ho asem and we recommend the department say we you shortlist the department new way you shortlist we say and maybe must start the day say. Don't forget to say list no committee no and a reporter committee the command presidency no. And yes our report no and a president so and about command minister of local government. But what you committee report no ewo ho. Aya recommendations and yen say aya recommendations e bi crop abehwe no committee ni say o e pedifo mienu we di ento antawa wo muntam ene to de ma omo a assembly bi assembly ho no mo but e bi o man pedifo ka take say no even though ento antawa wo pedifo mienu we mu no omo be boa party no enti me de be ma wo mo me de be ma baako na ma fra no mu nyina akasa ama de be ko na ebia abotoye mu aba enti sa report e busha for mo kenken abonte no enye final report I make recommendations by the committee no mo da come president no final say the mo de ba me de baye adwuma and asa me fa nye adwuma. So why read the report, why publicize it, why go baby kwa go baby bu abufu aba eniji aba baby abufu so ba baby amamna se problem. That is what the final report. Final report is when the list comes out. Listen, no. Urada Bochi at the Babontia said, "No, said the Bayo, said 31st September, the Bebo. A bar, and I will be car. No, I can't. But until then, a report and a community will be able to take in Canby. But don't act on that. May react and go to and go self to will be any. And what to say and a mini pack of a pen yamanama and I say this. But only the president has the prerogative. Obiani will not be the party chairman. Constitution they say a president and no obey nominate. You know, president for nominate or nominate you. The president doesn't appoint or nominate. Na assembly for no so akwakoto eso aba. Edisanity e benudu ho a nyame adoma se kina na se da listen bebia no. Na yedi eho enkomo na anyway akra be ye bedi economy so ho enkomo akra me so say minister of information akra ye be hwese be nya no na meeting bi mu say ta no e ba na se bitime di enkomo a yem say economic front no so na busia positive be bring aba yes fetch for any moody's for mode positive outlook and as a positive ratings be aba you know so e be di ehun komo na minimum so mative so a say World Bank for say COVID-19 ba yin we ase nyina ho kire no enu nti no wo so mudis kakakra so amaman be briasene na ye fa ne grant no mo hwe be bia Ghana economy na kwakoduru any economic indicators no any say the omo handle economy na omo be Ghana asi ho na omo ma Ghana grant na te say no ba be ye and the hobia new standard say wo pesa wo je grant if you World Bank ono ma yes chwode hwe Ghana ko West Africa oman panyi bo efe na da kwakufu ado wo no ebu man no ko hwe kwa akrofa so je grant we wo de ye wo ye sei e ma Ghana fo nya so mfaso sa pepepe na wo say be ye no enu nti no World Bank fo atusu Ghana say e ba be model yi say wo se bon ma e bi see is a model school e pese model school a say na ma papa no nyina no ho ne wo enu World Bank for the first time ye no e na ekoso enu nti no ye ne pedifo be di nkomo na ye no so ma chenchie mu e na say economy no so no hwa o ma panyi ka no a rebound faster than anticipated. Just say the COVID-19 is abuye no. O ma peli kwa no ni didi say economy bi taba bedu say but be edun die. Ebeneza de nyakopon aye amaye pa no Ewrade ye dana se. NL for ese menka che gusafo mu amutwa lotu mu a mutwa lotu no say. Omo ye registration foforo. Wa woni mu say won register bia wo beta lotu kiosum say wo tro lotu amankofo de abusua ya wa mra no bedi eno ntino kwade kwa register we management and this and Kabui Ababontin was said the National Lottery Authority wishes to announce that it is embarking on an exercise to register all unlicensed lottery operators as well as any interested entities and individuals who wish to operate and or sell lotto or lottery products within the legal frameworks of the National Lottery Act 2006 and VAG Act 844 for 2021 to year ending 2022. The management of this and Kabwe about to register just say chiwa was ebitimi ayeshipa na Coach Chris Akwaba
never done.
Then what to say?
Yes, I don't know. Me who ya papa me who ya.
The Jamias. The United was saying.
Oh, ekoye. Say
you say young boys. Young boys said DNA
and the Oman esibako.
Yeah.
But uti game nasia when ya dia u be kanhu bebrana jubility be omo jubility say man you lose omo say after the next 5 games no we'll restore ourselves where we belong. I know the no two ways about that.
Yeah,
and we are quite.
Then first British media no Charlie, a vile. What? Of course. But we almost say stupid boys.
Of course.
Headline or newspaper no almost stupid. And I'm say, anyway. But coach, and now you invite you why person deep football home come on young team from we are near TSM.
Sanity.
But next coach near one.
Near me titin yakoye obia. Fititam ofi Ghana no onye edwumada and I say baby okoye bia so ye unity.
Okay.
The last time Okojina touchline say Okochi was almost 4 years ago.
Wanya
Milovan Rivac 1 goal project coach no.
One if 1 goal project.
That time now you are Samaja in there Samaja ni ho and just 1 goal project no. Or the bar in there striker or the almost in 43 games was only 1 goal. And it says, I want go project na say apa pay na GFA 4% omude ni be Brian kwa dia. Nature say, yentu ya adwin mo, your masike na wan ka be boy.
Sir,
me na me ka kire.
How did we get here?
Wow. Godon, asema we bisa no, asema emu edru pa o. Na meto me bo.
Okay.
But chat telephones where the platform with the Makoko platforms will be the way this is the biggest.
Sao
because me am to say Omanfm utie program no esu chenda.
Yeah, that's it.
Medawase very massive. And after all medda me ankasa me wo fase. Of a keke.
Of a kwakwaje.
Of a be obia Coach Chris Mesinya me nshrawo.
Me.
Godon. Me die Oman ahana ya bedru no ehyasie the moment anas rimi yaw anas okoye ni journalism unfortunately oyi e ba ni say yi akwesinya teaching to nchen me I have my own reservations on that. Me feel say as a country no it take 50 years, almost close to 50 years, and son, another Ghanaian find himself on the executive council of FIFA.
Okay.
And he said, "Baby, I think so. We should have managed the issue better. Ebi say GFA na ye be mana atena nchen na on twaso nti ani mo FIFA on ma ye ni sanka beboa. Be no ntanche no. Ye call normalization. Dr. Kofi Amwa, FIFA 4 be seti be yen sena aban no de ne ho gym sena be football yi sena na aye no e be back to normal.
Dr. Kofi
Amwa normalization.
Then I say I was say aban mon homodi
onwa
economy then
na dia de no.
Okay.
Yeah ni
try to say.
Oh, you trying to $6,000 every month.
Normalization
committee chairman scan original no.
Yeah, munuya.
Sanity. On hwe no.
Okay.
Okay. Enti FIFA e guide mo to aba. Amase mo ma football for no to aba. Na football for no to aba no. Eno mo yi ora keto kreko. Okay. Se onu ni nipa e se fata on be di eku nenim. On me hwe Ghana football nenim for the next 4 years. Na already oba no. Na Akwesiapia, coach Akwesiapia. Mayele. Na Mayele edi yako Afcona. ye fimu in the second round, first time in so many years. Mayele buy no or yes or sisa ye call out because now your players ni be brave enyini.
Yeah.
And now Mayele be bought 2 games me. Young na who performance of Black Stars done it. South Africa for nansa omo share Mayele chi omo yo omo small. Now wow share players Mayele from on the boss but we Ghana ni bia na o de na wakoma to ye because him pass ye koye ni me no Black Stars no ebegina. But your current FA president no tam na onye FA president no selection bia Mayele e de betucha bia no ora ketokreku FA president na owo ho asem ka
that
time na oye ESCO member
but no
FA president.
Okay.
Yanya himself or your football chroma or can akukuda mamuya football chroma. And to our players on one kasa ni consortium and manage a shop so.
Okay.
And to Mayele fair player biana and I say Mayele fair Black Stars national team bia selection bia na say one friendly players no so now was started complaining and then have na 77 players and Mayele na Black Stars na standard wa whole. Makelesen blaster no asamaja blaster no na papa yi abekasa Mayele nim ne djuma adentina Mayele mfrewe adentina Mayele mfrewe na omo abekasa adentina Mayele enfro bia no omo ye onu ankasa ni players omo body team a ogusu manage omo ewa manone enti ye to abama no a obeye GFA president me ameti ha menim pa se enya dia papa yi obeyi ni ho fi sa player selection issue no mo. Okay. Mayele bought 2 matches no. O share 2 matches ni now on your maximum 6 points. Okay. Na Mayele Oman na contract ebeso enti obi beka say obi a odi akọ AFCON ye from wa bought 2 matches no. The rational thing to do is say esa count to me dey in renewing the contract not the new transformation process transition na all ya no ye ntumi to aso sa. But already no ono ankasa owo Mayele ho adwen dada na yeah to me convincing penfo
say manenko
ye Mayele nko
but not that time no so that as if said there was a certain clarion call be say Mayele say no ho afno ye bi say manenko no mo say akosikwa atade ne dress bi na essence coach esa sorry me bi
he's the only Ghanaian coach or the call World Cup e bin see that. Okay. Mayele he had 2 stints with the Black Stars. Or the qualify for AFCON. The first one, they drew semi-finals. Second one, and a year fee competition in the second round. Yes. But they call World Cup. Who sabotage the then government? A sabotage Mayele. Time now you call Brazil. You call by you better who commission. I'm a bimuko soon, mama. Me ma. Soon your pioneer. Edu yankasa ye deswa odi e team ni koni die supporter e sefata sa yetumi di mano no yamfa ma no ene de anim gwase e bre o man no enti Mayele ketokreku oba ni pe no say Mayele de mayi ne fio he was bent on doing it and nobody was surprised he succeeded in getting rid of Akwesi
but see the make no what is we you know so don ko for
you ni so no me amiti hey any ya ye de football chiri ni say na ni number 1 choice e expatriate. Okay. On any day, expatriate for any day. Sabi previous. They are trying to follow me. You all can na. You see, Ghana no. Yeah, over 32 million. So if a Ghanaian can steer the affairs for 32 million people, who to me can't me say Ghana need to mean steer the affairs of just 23 players. Okay. You see yourself good enough to be the president of the Ghana Football Association. As a Ghanaian, and to me, tell me say, you to me, not Ghana ni coach, mani and coachy Black Stars. And I say, okay, in the Makana Samon Penedia, and ye, young pharmacy kakono. Namini Mukrenum, Fititama, ye did to me share Sika Kono san, but don't seek a wound torn with that. And seek so on Kasa, and any problem now. Samum, I see. Sika kono ebe stati say oye Black Stars coach ni first selection obetu jana papa yi atro players baku 9 no da she Sika sanseje make sure say who players now ba be from make sure say sa players na on be wom. Now do you know that me na me catch now. Na seke oya selection di kwa. Ora Ketukreku, president of the Ghana footballers. Now fa pen. Now wa twetwe mu say juje we mu ba enye we mu dey so yo mu film. Na fa we mu be shem.
E speculation and I say me see na happen.
E ya dia esi.
Okay.
Me no baby me nyame facts any me BBF no. E ya dia esi not once not twice several times.
Okay. Listen. Okay.
Volley points na make say.
Yes.
Omanfm me tiasia pa. Several times nesi. And the Otutemu no one the players. I remember several examples. One of such examples, we play a Babara man. Then him say Babara man dey or Ketukreku player.
They know what Chelsea.
They know what Chelsea now. On board Chelsea match that they be the malo. Akola no. On the board but for instance, he had only one proper season in the German Bundesliga. Just for Barney Capudo by na omu 24 say.
Oh, and it's a party the I said been a
party that's now about Atletico no 5 years.
Yeah, okay. No.
Till now are you well established? Or no Gigi Europa Cup or Gigi Super Cup na league crowd o majibi. And it got to a time na Sababara mai me see he was not registered in the first team of Chelsea. Na Okan Chelsea under 23 ne ho. A hot crown on your selection. Nenso, you have a Fred Black Star selection. Biano. Number Borama Ding.
But that no way player Ketne managing.
No managing. And Ketna. No, Oguswede managing.
Okay.
You are another player be a friend of Philimo Bafo or Bok Ketukreku team, a friend of Dreams FC.
Okay.
About right back. Met to make Kaisi Subia. Say Ghana ni bia we dey ball letri wo Ghana ha ye domestic league wo Ghana ha no. Ye share the best 5 right backs in this our league. Sa Philimo Bafo no. Who dey need to best 5 cry on bim.
About Dreams FC.
About Dreams FC. Nenso dey bia ye be Fred Black Stars selection bia na akoye giramo.
And the Dreams FC our Premier League.
Our Premier League, ye Ghana Premier League.
Our Premier League. Sir. Dreams FC.
Dreams FC.
Okay.
But look at the irony. They be a free. Now me free. Now one fresh akwe because you were better right backs in our league, sir. You know as coaches, you do much. You almost start texting now. The one fresh akwe.
Na last season Dreams FC what did saying?
Omudi 6th or 7th.
Kotokwane has as no more that saying.
Oh, so has the G League. And now friends are Kotoko second. And now one more try.
It's not Kotokwane has ne for no
against Ethiopia, yeah, you're born in Trukaya, or coach now players, then him catches. If you know you are not a top player, get out. Maybe so. Blasters collapse, woman is a mobile. Top players.
Yes.
For the fact that you could invite the player over, no, that alone tells every single Ghanaian say,
a top player.
These are the top players in the country. Now, so who president of the FA to me called General players, name, catch them say, who are office on your top player, get out.
But did they invite themselves?
That is the question. That is the question. No. And the say players need to be bob against Ethiopia. But you call South Africa they are almost to me because
COVID. Yeah.
And the usual listener your friend now. And the Yadom number one choice right back. Sika Kono made only 2 right backs call up. 2.
Okay.
And the Yadom the ball our Cape Coast against Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Or Obobo England, nature South Africa.
What do you mean, Kobe?
Into one is a Congo. And you're feeling about for now, you're from
Dreams I've seen.
Dreams I've seen. But do you know what happened? Sika Kono, knowing very well, sir, Philemon Bafon, and you're no friend, no, and not two, some friend. Has of folk captain, a friend, or has captain, I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Fatau, Mohammed,
Omanfm.
Until you call South Africa.
Na Fatau boy. And no cast na stage na so channel na.
Oh no cast na stage. Yeah. But Bisa who say Philemon Bafo na about Dreams FC na ya friend na just me see bench count na muda. Then so da bia ye be friend bia no. Ye be yes not him. See Kakono is on record to say Philemon on no friend no.
Okay, it is onya call up no. But when it comes to selection say okay, but what can
enti
you will know what this can be.
Oje
what they are no.
Oje pe.
Madam was no.
No.
Okay.
Yes. No, Omanfm. Now, one thing ye. The day the FA president got national television. Seven previous. They be work around 727. Or try and draw. Eddie chair Ghana for say. A banu player selection. A reasimu yinano. A nyano kreda. Say coaches. Any technical men pay. And omudu to me. A Fred players into the national team. Now, they have to go and defend their selection in front of a management team. And I'm catch say, hey, Sassam now kind of yellow crack. God no, Udibole Chipa, Southgate, and in the technical director of England, Omanfm national team, and no Marco Frey, the FA president of England. No, it
doesn't happen like that.
It doesn't happen like that.
Now they say what Brazil not big fail.
Now who are we FA president? Is that big fail? Say Denton of and now Luis Enrique, a fresh Spanish national team, and I say Hangi Flinks, a fresh German, and I say Roberto Mancini or GU, a fresh Italian national team. Now the management committee members are munya coaches, munya border. Mun coaching course da mun coaching team da na makotenase said the technical team made of the head coach and his assistant and the technical director, they should convince you as management members why player A and player B should be in the team and player A and player C and D should not be in the team. No, but can't say that thing is there. Now your kind a chichrim or say da or no one young and kosa meeting no. Or foul beer or no ketokreku or Jenny. Now a manu kotana name our meeting nasi ma championing what he stands for when it comes to player selection.
Oh, he really said that.
He said that the voice is there. Sports for no one come my boy.
And man,
and you say, oh yes, I'm your money in Nana.
Now the team say selection of players no
come. And to say, go ya pam coach ya doubt you.
Some players are byproduct in the score line.
And on the score line,
it's a byproduct in your dia.
And I just say,
and that's also a car. Oh, I said no.
I said, okay, no, good secret. But we can't on ya to swaba. And to you if you are ye.
Oh, no resigning.
I saw resigning because in Gracia and Fatan Craniba. In Gracia and Fatan Craniba. And no papa television so no kasa. Say national team selection or no ketokreku or kahupa na ye. That was the import of statement. Oh yeah, na akwano Gareth Yao Smith of Joy FM. No in town kasa okay. Oh yeah, sure say I see we are seeing na sana yeti. Me say oh yeah interview you in pen no friend ka say omo kan kire ne say me Coach Christopher Nimley with all my years of exposure in Ghana and outside Ghana no can
it doesn't happen anyway.
And that say that is what happens. Mancini, Ofre, Chilini, Bunucci, Insignia, Wemu. Now FA president Mancini, I didn't know Ofre Chilini, one Fre Bazagli. Who does that?
Now no crowd pono say bia obi obeka sa. All to be impose also.
This man
say sanity yes no kwadi baby
now essence from day one
na mo go sim konya
was set to seek up seek him failing to know he has gotten in Crawford say omuka say seek about 10 and that's 11 games was share 4 we lose 4 we draw 2
4-4-2 no
now only
4-4-2 formation
if you are ready to assess a coach based on friendly games,
oh no,
let's say you are not being fair on them. Certain matches I'll take a boy. 4 are your friendly games.
Okay.
Now friendly games, listen. So me in charge of the team. Once I have the core of my team going into a major tournament, I will use the friendly games to look at 1 or 2 players. I'm facing don't make equation. Coach, but say Obia can seek about 10 games or share 4 or draw 2 or we lose 4 and the percentage normally they are liking Egyptian coach now. What about 9 games? What share 5? What about draw 4 na Egypt for permanent? Now I'm saying na Egypt for team omukita and nobody interferes. So when they tell you to go ahead and do the job and you don't do it, no, Master,
you because why now? What just this is better keep a reputation.
But no, media. Yakoye chi be 10 years old. Your football no baby 2006 President Kufuor Daruma said now His Excellency was determined say in the first time of the history of this country no you have a World Cup no the late Banre Duni or Safaman for no Jim I call World Cup your son repeat here under the late President Mills I call 2010 your son called 2014 young called 2018 2022 Katan young Kobia Masa young Jintum young Prenda
Emmanuel Motiway
get to Krakow players the back no
okay
about Dreams FC get the manager no
okay
player ya can say player on yadi
what number saying
about second division of France
now our ball position
now about midfield now ball no dia the coach ni wow
and to defensive midfielder
put to me pass ball and come forward me see on Omanfm Philemon Bafo akweya your friend now see he was shocked obi about third division of Germany sam microphone nyina
but player what can asem na mpa
okay ye na sports for no him boys na ye
level mo wada
o say o ti say technical director ni friend no officer we bisa na say
okay
ye pese we bebo o say no ka say e daye bi no so adechinya be una sika kono of South Africa sika for say we are looking at you na sika see he was instructed to call the boy just a Ghana ni ba ya man ejuma se onye mfa nsomo ma no mo so am ya Ghana for mo be boa no mana ye ejuma no na mo sabotage no adechinya no ma instructing as Alex Asante say he should ask the boy for his passport no mo send an invitation no beba boy ni boy no obai no na training crack we yam si akwe no beba bla say
this one chattew
ground na ya boy your local league your leading goal scorer dear Wusi Taylor was shot 18 goals. This is an FA president look, let's bring back the love of our game.
Yes,
what is the best way to bring back the love of your game if you encourage the top goal scorer in your league to be part of your national? What is better than that? What Marcus Fowl be about third division? What shall one goal in over 22 games? We see Oman and the Bob Black Stars. Now, Nippon watch 18 goals in what? 34 games in the on-trenching. Now, almost going to the AFCON, any World Cup, you here $25 million. God on scan yes kakitwo. Now me can't you see some me am tell you. Some here $20 million edi akoyade. Na say obisi bra na be yade mami na me ma uskan some $20 million say so be so tiba. Na the then Jemefe commission ya tin wa krom ha after Brazil 2014 e kan bibi. There was a recommendation by the Jemefe commission.
Okay.
Commission is say e fi neko se Ghana Football Association for national team in your mudia your mind dia and it say amama bia ye na dream say obefre any of our national team for a international friendly gamer the contract involving monies everything should be made public.
Okay,
how is it going to be made public? It should be made public through the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Yeah,
Godon uti kromha Nansaya yako Japan ni Korea. Accumulatively no you share 16-2 in 4 games. Gwasia kwaba. This also
na do.
Wana no ma buni, wana no just e kuntabo be no ma yama o man no. Sabi producer mo coin at 400,000 krana munya ya. 25 million yantumi yibim fiso emfa akototo nkonya entua school fee di man kwara ni bi. Nentumu de mu bro bi akunta. I don't blame anybody but the minister because as a man microphone say adiana mu hwe so man no eye Ghana for ade
mam your friend say because namely me read this story we see 23rd March 2021 was Okraku and Akono smoke peace pipe. Minister advises they work independently. The sports minister has advised the president of the Ghana Football Association and head coach of the Black Stars to have their rules defined. Mustafa Yusuf met Ketukraku and Chasakwabla Akono on Monday night to have a supposed impasse between between the two resolved. Mr. Kraku is said to have sought to downplay the disagreement between the two, which came to light following the brouhaha surrounding the invitation of players to the senior national team for AFCON 2021 qualifiers against South Africa and Sao Tome and Principe. CK, as Akono is affectionately called, is reported to have said he did not invite Colchester forward Kwame Efriye
at the time on about 4th division.
Kwame Efriye Puku, but the player has imposed on him. But the player was imposed on him,
yes, by
the leadership of the football governing body.
Yes,
it is also alleged that the other players such as Asante Kotokodio, Christopher Neti, and Imoro Ibrahim, Kerala United forward Diawusi Taylor, were not dropped by the coach.
Yes.
However, their names were omitted by some leaders within the GFA.
President now of Japan, no, say, where they obey on ye. Now, what cock of that's what I'm going down. And why would the minister come?
Namunye.
Na ye. Just say, seek a year, Juma Crapono. Just say, in that wapa. Look, the government of Ghana, Nanado Dano. For the first time in the history of this country, Watumi acquire a facility, housing facility. It is clearly stated, say, Obi Biara Oba coaching the national team of Ghana Black Stars. No, Safie na ewa airport honum. Onko down any fee. So Oba coaching team no for 2 years on them, 4 years on them, 6 years on them, until say he ceases to be the head coach of the Black Stars, or on them, or the next person goes in there. Minu Kasei, throughout Sika Kono 18 months as head coach of the Black Stars, one could da Safi no da.
Etu no na wado no ni fie na.
Wado no ni fie. Na me one cry ni say. The Ghana Football Association, Omakofa technical director be a friend Bernard Lepert. But
before we call Bernard Jensen, or therefore the free asset from Baba, but we both can be in there, but no what kind the relationship between Baba Rahman and Keto Kreku. And was support to Nia, but Canada and Yard is a good deal. But that's why ASFM.
Now call out and to about 3rd division, about under 23, watch for as long as Keto Kreku remains the head of the Ghana football, Baba Rahman they be about Black Stars. Or just say ni form in your crano chinamo. And to seek accommodation issue for 18 months. Nenso, you have acquired the services of a technical director and your Oman and your body hooker. Mama eti assess a technical director mudi Brian and your man in your body one of motion.
How many channel?
As a phone.
Scabbing.
Sam Mukachre.
Yamutu to Sulu.
Bani saying, Anna, Omanya Japadia, you see, Blasters head coach and Cotinemono. Ni fie no eba ni say na mudiki no ama Bernard Lepert ya o te fie no mu a ho de ya ni officer CK nam agije tete CK nam abonten
no but you know what I'm told ni say CK the case won kwete
oh enyo no kre
sana meti
enyo no kre
enyo
no kre
no but
Lepert no got now
no but say Lepert na say no buy 3 months ago
no like Lepert has been around for close to 7 to 8 months
fine but obana CK so what that
let me see
ka CK be so kwete na ho a e ko be ko
say CK anko ho a Lepert shouldn't be there.
But I say no Lepert no so technical for the the cow.
And that facility doesn't belong to the FA.
Oh,
it's a government facility.
Okay. And you can staff the quarter headmaster.
And only asamno.
Okay. What you say?
What you say? And only asamno. Na nipa no say fioka Omanfm no. Ni official vehicle ye car so odem as head coach of the Blasters. Me see. But no mobo. Ghana nipa ye adwuma ma Oman no na mo ye ne sa no
car no so
na car na ora akwesi nyantechi in his own wisdom the FA acquired 2 proper Land Cruisers but don't who car no they ought to say
yes
this is a proper car kwesi esa na see he couldn't take delivery of the car and wow Keto Kreku who take it over as president, FA president, and now you took delivery of the car.
Okay.
Now, Kano, say na saka omu check Kanufa. Who president Keto Kreku? Whoever is the president of the FA takes
one car. Okay.
And then the other car goes to the head coach of the Black Stars.
Okay.
Omanfm kana masike da.
The
general secretary of the Ghana Football Association, Mianka Samadanfo, Ora Prosper Harrison Ado, or no Yusukano.
Oman FM.
You are kidding me.
I'm telling you. Me see, I know the platform. I make kasa was say.
You see, can reject it, Yana.
Visa. Ama car see can you say no? One simpian.
Oman FM.
I want
me see.
I Oman 107.1 FM. Boiling point.
Yeah, call baby. Yeah, call ceremony be what baby. Me to nyame. Afena me jiniti na me yesu.
Sika kono.
Or sparky car you crack car in sparky. Oh, how boys moon some more now.
No,
Blasters coach.
I can't believe that. Obia who didn't scatter baby that the car is in Pia.
Obia, or yet the head coach of the Black Stars. One of the Adia Eberman Nejuma Akonkano. You didn't see anything wrong with it. Not to hand him or not to give him the car. Abrante Bisaka, stay Kofusi, Lala Omanfm. Pasu Omanfm man. Na yes,
coach me about my mention say voice winner na ye pesi tie na say eno dia my mention.
So before that, I know we didn't slightest of people in here when I was Ghana for a show, something. He just came boom.
Just came like nothing, and I was surprised because first because I fake. I didn't believe that
when you saw the news. Okay, so how did you receive the news? We been a fraud catcher or you saw it?
David. First of all, we friend Bernhard. Okay, you're technically director of Freya. And I was happy, but still I was like, how? Because to be honest,
and we are not in April Fool, like I said, April.
To be honest, I mean, bored that much.
Oman FM.
What's up, Emma production? Coach, namely. But say voice na.
Voice be brave mo. I don't know what I'm because I can't say a yen is no soon die.
Sir.
Say no soon die. Blasters bar player no Makelesi.
Or Sabba
Stephen Apia as someone Jan. I be the blaster. It is only under this regime. A legendary third division player. He qualifies to play at the because the people at the FM seek a deselection no muchichemu. Selfish interest. What the go adia or mining na yakuma no what the diagro. Na ne woman say nipa na ye adwuma no so no the taxpayer money na edi tuanika. Adanti na munjanu mani nye adwuma. Munjanu no nye adwuma. Na ne ye titi no say 3-member committee no. Yeah. My for don't go for coach from Rano.
That up now so.
In 72 hours by. They should go and tell that to the kids or working in the garden. They know exactly who the next coach of the Blast. That's a gimmick.
Oh, so no more see that.
I see that. Because come fast so you seek him. Seek him about 2 matches in the World Cup qualifiers.
We're winning one.
Nippon, we are second 1 point off the leader. Leader no so Obabakana. South Africa. I'm an fair players up. Free seek a fair obi to say Alfred Duncan, Musima blacklistino. Akola no why den?
Why den?
Why am den? Eden kwa why am? Obi bo Spanish La Liga, Italian Serie A, German Bundesliga. Yawo akwa be friend Sape, edu Sape no ball your World Cup no ball. Ni senior brother ba ball akola no ball Bundesliga no. Nyasem ketwa. Say ketwa akola idea na mo twem say wait he's not ready. Obi Division 1 no. Mami ka asem kire wo. Your friend third division player no na akola no Sape no. Ni wofa ba ko frɛ me fijam. Me nim ni pa odi me number ma no say coach. Oni coach na wo kasa wo Omanfm na me say ai. No say me pa wasem pa obi e do number mami. Oni masem asi. Ewo German me say debi o. Sape no okọ training no. Agromo and the head coach and the technical director about Glutafields be refeeding and I see omo pesa Sape and say na Ghana for pa omo yes football no omo sabe
okay there
omo okay there enti ne wo ya Bundesliga omo hu obi a ya hwehwe ne clip cry hu wo Germany ha no And no my friends on the blasters. Until as you see now, a clan no nim say, your friends are done a man who third division say, I don't know person who didn't want grocer. No, omudi invitation chance. Your report say your third division player. There's no about Bundesliga no ni Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Wolfsburg no bobo ni die. Young friend.
Coach, young players so you say you're free. Share at the level of Ketokreku, any coach na just say JV from 24 no, and never be hold on my coach. I feel young core players are that's
it.
Technically, Osha, Ghana, you were good players enough. Say between from some of our Black Stars. I mean, your confidence. We say match make the beat me win. Your players on the side.
Your players. We look
quality.
We have never been deprived of quality.
Are you sure?
Me no me catch it. Me be bobo dem be atro to say. Me boy na ma
chero. In your own estimation.
Me boy na ma chero be bobo no. On your quality on bobo.
Okay.
My end starting. Enfi England.
Okay.
Thomas Partey.
This one your friend that the be.
But
Obayana the performance or form
from Thomas Partey.
Yes.
Obi to say Jordan you say your man in form ni nyai.
Jordan no.
And Jordan said we about 43 games only one goal.
For Black Stars.
For both club side and a club and national team no. For the past almost 1.5 years.
For
Crystal Palace and Black Stars over the period no. We share only one goal in 43 games. Hey,
but by way they say record with me say the nimpo.
Daniel Amate. Ya wakwabi o boss atenta e friend Salisu. When me nyente akola number. O say onye red to Obo Black Stars. O say omo mu ya football Ghana no onye omo ni. Oh, I have spoken to the board.
Salisu no.
O say na team a ye chicha team a obehu na competition ni team no mo. Now we bought third division and no ba motivation be na wo mo ba bobo no. England alone. Oko Italia. The most consistent
is our rubber form.
Yes. Mabo four.
Pate
Amate Salisu yi.
But Jordan they would do this game and change.
Jordan no he can get better. You have when you 30 years. You will know France about to my ball. But nitimu he
they answer Jordan.
They be Jordan no. They not yet. I'm dealing with the 5 tops.
No, I'm talking about the age. You know, say they did Jordan
was 32. Jordan was 30.
You are kidding me?
Say 30 years now.
Hey, na commission me yanyi. Say the Jordan be 30 years.
Jordan was 30 years.
Hey, osabe mo how better cross checking. Verify mami.
Oh, 30 years.
Really?
What about checking? Jordan are you 20 age? Call Google, not check it.
Hey.
Yes. Enti uko Italia. You were the most consistent Ghanaian player in the entire league for the past 6 years. Your friend Alfred Duncan. Da you be fra kwale bia no almost see ke fra kwa no ma unity film where you are black you say on your ready so be bomb man. Who told you that? One ka asem no kire mo. And to call Italia. Who the African one? Ya nya 6. Ya wo akwabi obo Spezia e wo Italy. Your friend no I've forgotten his name. Obi enim dim now on text me. Obo regularly e wo Italian Serie A.
Me ba cho e be ba ho no na send me message.
Okay.
Was it Gordon? The housing issue must be looked at again. GFA decided that it is cheaper to rent a house for the coach and use the house as offices for the Black Star Management Office. CK has an office there. They gave him a housing allowance of 5,000 per month.
What?
On the car, CK is currently using the car, the Land Cruiser that was used by Coach Kwesiapia. What is it? The Messi.
How many years I can do?
Jalopy.
And only one seal piano.
I know.
And only your piano. And only your piano. Sakano, Milovan Rival, you sue ye. One of the same Djokovic, you sue ye. Milovan, you sue ye. Plavi, you sue ye. Oh, no, you sue ye.
Omanfm. How did you receive the news? We've been a fraud catcher or you saw it?
David. First of all, we friend Bernhard. Okay, you're technically the director of Freya. And I was happy, but still I was like, how? Because to be honest,
and we are not in April Fool. I can see we are April Fool.
To be honest, been bored that much. I can say the VS OTS said, okay, they should call me because I'm a good player. I prove I score goals, assists.
Not really good.
But then I thought to myself, okay, maybe they see something in me what other people's not seeing. What I say? So this was this was the reason why, and this was the thing I said. You are there, so forget it. And then after that, Charles, I cannot coach or friend me. And then step by step, everything was going. They said, they are just looking. They are just looking at you, but it's not like they are calling me. But to that, I have to know that they are watching me. The next day, Alex Asante was calling me, asking for my passport. Say yes, we need your passport because you will come. We want that you come to the national team. Say wow. We say wow. We say God is good. Okay. And then this time we need passport. This time we need passport. No, just in German. We come Ausweis. How can I say?
Can't identity.
You can't say.
Can't identity.
We know
identity card.
Identity card.
Omanfm.
Pardon.
No, what's the passport? One would need. But I could put here be money party.
Look, the Black Stars has not the standard. Pardon. Let me say Ghana for no. The standard of the Black. I mean, catch the Ghana for. The Black Stars was one kick away from going to the semi-finals of the World Cup. That is the standard of our team. That is how good our team can become.
Yeah, that's true. But my main more voice we can be and trust.
Subject his collapse to editing.
Collapse for all national teams go through processes, and these people must understand. Gone were those days where one person will wake up one day and there's a collapse. It will never happen again.
So when
the coach and his team would work with the technical directorate to pick up a squad. And if they are convinced about the squad, they need to go and convince the management committee of the team about the squad. Finally, there would always be a meeting. Some I may attend, or any other person that I pick to attend. And when we have a consensus, the squad is announced by the head trainer. This is a system that is administered everywhere in the world, not in Ghana. There's no way that one single individual makes collapse.
So what you are saying is that CK Akono does not, when we see list of Black Stars players,
the list has gone through a process.
So it is not totally CK's preferred.
The list has gone through a process, and it's the responsibility of the head coach to convince everybody along the line why Gary is coming and why Kurt is coming and why Azerbaijan is not coming.
So if CK says, I want Gary to be in the team, but the technical team made up of the technical director and everybody else.
If the coach wants the player, the player comes.
The player comes.
The player comes.
So at what point can a player be dropped when CK has said, I want this player?
Okay, so for example, the coach says, I want Gary.
Yes.
Gary has, let's say, 3 yellow cards.
Mm-hmm.
Gary cannot come.
Yes.
As an example.
Yes.
Okay. The coach says he wants a player. The player maybe has other issues. Okay? Other issues. Let's say disciplinary issues. The player cannot come.
Okay.
Okay? And it...
Coach Nemli.
But don't wait.
Na me patcho say we coach player we invite no so or yellow card wo de wu ho na.
Onim ni na. O te interview ya baby na Gary has pushing no.
I said we are running a madhouse. I'm telling you.
That is what it is.
I
complete disorder.
I see.
in chemistry, yes, you catch the entropy, and yet the entropy of the system is massive. The order of the disorderliness. It's just I'm not sure. Disorderliness by a cause of everyone. I'm not sure.
It will be a say be a state of nature.
Adia, our most precious commodity in football. Shasumaya, Adia, who catch no.
Jordan, they know 1991.
And he said 30 now.
30 years.
30. Wow. 30 years. 30 years. 30 years. But no, 30 years.
1991.
When you're 30.
I just want Ben retirement.
No, football, they say 35, 36. They just say we are Jabonibo.
Oh, 35 no put your mountain. I just said Ronaldo Moon, you.
And to go down. They be a football.
Okay, yeah, can players say. Your players.
Nama Bubo. 6. My friend Duncan. Our boy be your boss president. We Finity. Uko Ajax, you Kudus Mohammed.
Yeah, Kudus
8. There's this Ghanaian boyfriend Joseph Pencil.
Okay.
Last season, our Turkey Premier League, or share 14 goals in 38 games. On your striker or your winger. Because or your Wilfred Kweku or Sir Palmer. Palmer Banton, your friend Blasters.
I don't know when you contested.
Oh, contested. Yeah, disqualified.
Yeah,
man, say the team Tama, you've cried. Adia, cry. You the deal, young person qualify Premier League. Ye Joseph Pencil.
At only a Palmer boy.
Only a Palmer boy.
Okay.
What didn't come one? A night. Who got Spain? I call my friend Joseph Edu.
Okay.
Or boss at Vigo. Last
why he come home?
Joseph Edu.
Okay.
About 28 league matches out of 38, 26 of which was 90 minutes. Then so you didn't come one. You didn't come one. You didn't film. What did my partner say? And you say we don't have players, so we have enough players for them to form the core of a proper national. Who buy your local league? Your local league, crap no. Uko kotokwa. Ganiwo.
Ubenya be mienu miensa bi.
Uko
Haso foko ubenya ba kwa
fayi. Omu defender. Debia Onyambe it's Bontins and look.
Okay.
The best breed mehu after Frimpong Manso. Any sakwa no bo wafano.
Defender.
Look, Ghana, ye diagro doto. Ye di bibia diagro. As a folk team you cry. Efutu, the best box to box midfielder. Now the best player in the league, Salifu Ibrahim. We didn't see the name to invite that boy. But you could friend obi about 3rd division.
Only passport.
Only passport. Or see or tis some friends say, hey, it then I'm ye.
I said, na say bia. Also try baby bisa ba. Ya no wani na oh futi because be na mani na say be frame but onu aka say no kwase wonyi ne hunni
that is it
onu aka say
wonyi say division hobby
onu won qualify
there's no way he gets to the national team of Ghana
no but onu player no
papa no interview no went he
don
opa kire say player bia beba bia no otemu bi da went to me and got temu bi no or fall bia onu gini die ama no ko tena meeting hu bi. I'm making sure say that list will be subjected to the process. You go and convince. Look at the word he used. Convince the management members of why it should be Christopher Nimley and not Godon.
Yeah, quite last leg of a discussion. No? Last leg, coaches.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a quite nice. Yeah, for local coach and I say go for a foreign coach.
Maybe the says Ukofa foreign coach. I'm not against any of them.
Okay.
The Ukofa foreign coach you should get me in the top
notch coach.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a heavy renown many called the Vajiji Afconiza Ukofa no me title.
Okay.
The Ukofa Obia Ono Baba Yusu Mimi Black Stars. Yeah Black Stars. And they are building a CVD. Lalai. We've gone past that stage. Now, near titini say, Omukofa Milovan rival.
Coach, a player back on our can, Kunedu Yadom.
Or no Bawafano. Me see, he's the best breed I have seen as a natural defender after Frimpong Manso and the Amason Gam. That boy, he's the best. Look, let me see. It's just a matter of time. Ghana for Behuni.
Okay.
One channel. And the coach is there. Local, foreign, I need the best. Now, me, I'm one of those people who believe in the Ghanaian. Now, if you are good enough to run the Ghana Football Association, another Ghanaian is equally good, if not better.
Hey, coach, Bisu Wadafubi, and also the was saying less than 5 players in the entire team called for the 2 matches have played constant 90 minutes football.
Now, and you go me ko. Yeah, diagro ne chino. Ya nim say send akrofo to your national team no enkoye. Omo say no.
National po ejane free ana
na slap na say dey na onka ho. But last minute and oba is no obe praye. Oh na me che no. Enti coach ni dey look. Milovan Ravat no my your margin so mukako fani dey. Me dey me phrase me sre the minister youth and sports. Ekwako yese bibia FF no be ka no otechiri. Ono mu ne ekọ na eba. Minister. Minister.
But be say you say coaches na say coach ekopero no. Ya ko hin.
Me coach no in Ghana currently as we speak.
You will be a bit
Ibrahim Tanko wo ho.
Okay.
Masawu Didi Dramani wo ho.
Masawu Didi Dramani di.
Waba. He's in Ghana. Oko Midland. For the past 2 and he was the assistant coach of Midland. Belgium.
Okay.
Waba.
I saw no put at least the track record no coach kotoko. The whole team sit na kotoko.
Can you imagine a pair of Tanko Masaudi?
And Masaudi Dramani is just bunu
of course. Lots of respect. CAF instructor.
Yeah.
CAF Tamini Pejano Dinu.
The technical ability is not in doubt.
It's nowhere in doubt. He should be the technical director at least of our football. Wakofa Obi and the greatest achievement and the discovery of a Chinese player who he discovered to go and play in the German league. It is on record say upon the recommendation of the technical director, this 3rd division player should come and play for Black Stars.
Then I may be ready no.
Obi Oye German, would he have recommended that player to play for the German national team if he's the technical director of Germany?
No.
It tell you yeah, coaching course. As we speak, the Premier League coaches of Ghana are being refresher course, which should be the norm everywhere in the world. After the season, your refresh it. Are there any situations or more experience to see what I said next time they can better their performance? Yes, the technical director. I didn't know which now. Adi coaches 2,500 Ghana cedi 2,500 for just 5 days. Papa ni bejina onuma on to me chire. When I say technical director no. Your coaches for Ghana have the fundamental problem which we should all speak against. Interference na papa ni kan. Look.
Yeah. Me I was shocked.
I just spoke to Sika Kono. I say, coach, I could have done this thing so easily, but the people will not allow me.
Yeah.
I say, coach, I could have done this thing so easily. So of course, now me, what the mommy cry do level no. Calling players who are playing in the top leagues to come and play for me to guide them.
Now bro knows what about top league did
He's the only Ghanaian to have captained a German club side in the Bundesliga.
Never
Uzbek.
Yeah.
Those time racism didn't what German not seeking the captain. We probably say who did you mama
and then you crazy team.
They probably say who did you man on Janu money on supporting money yen.
And they say no come to be facilitated to Ghanaian coaches.
I think Ibrahim Tanko and if they can talk to Masawu Didi Dramani and Ibrahim Tanko and get these 2 gentlemen to put their heads to Ghana.
But what happened to Coach Duncan? Because between you and I, now they did have 2 crying. Honorable Kofi Ahinkama for 2 now basic. I mean, what day? And your portrait some more. And then honorable Kwaba.
As some will be saying,
as I to be saying, how about your Casaramin coming to us? Akwaba. But what to say? As some become your 2 sano.
No, the BBB and 2 me here. Go down. Emra, ye GFA, presidential elections.
Okay.
Bisa Coach Chris. Me catch one more say. Yemfa nipa sumesinko.
Okay.
obi bi sam say we a politician I say we a sportsman now say na make us say sports no politics in so wom nti ade na mentumi nka bi coach so okay good dia me say am fa man no ono minim say ko betumi aye adwuma no pa amanfo ampene e na omo kotuti ai nti say basa say opposition what I say
opposition in government
yes you know to be hwe so what I say so destructive opposition element
okay
you know
constructively
exactly you know the SCA na SCA why God no
hey yabani ebeko ba me say coach question me say what happened to coach Duncan
coach
Pachotasi what happened to coach Duncan
I didn't say
me dey me can plain between coach Duncan and Sika Kono I would prefer coach Duncan
as head and CK assistant of course
that's CK assistant
on say enukra na Chelsea CK no onimade because coach Duncan's appointment was upon the recommendation of Sika Kono.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Sika Kono said, look, if you are going to put me there, I need somebody of the caliber of that man to be by my side and guide me. Stand my ground because I know he's a principled man. But send up Papa Ika interview. Sacrificing now Omanfm look, they don't regard the views of the technical people. Look at the thing, we are administrators, we are technical people. But if you trespass, look, even in the Lord's Prayer, you don't trespass where you don't belong. What I say? Now say, oh, you administrator, not the be out trespassing, so you coach. Sana your Black Stars number.
Eti what about two? Foreign coaches one but
as it stands now,
so far
we don't have the money.
Why
Ghana
do you say that?
Should not pay any foreign coach. Look, the top 10 African teams in Ghana, in Africa, top 10 countries, not Africa, the minimum they are paying their coaches is $75,000 a month. The highest we have paid as a country is $50,000 to our grand. What you say?
I see. It's not that we don't have the money. We have the money, just that we are not willing to spend that much.
So if we are willing, if we are going for an expatriate, let's go for the best. 75 and above.
Okay.
And give him the job and let him come and do it. And yes, sir. Don't give the job to a mole coach who is coming to use our team to build his CV.
That's the case you're saying.
CKG 25,000. And look, I didn't almost 8 months. Unpaid. Yeah, besides for almost say almost the no DCK pay the hey, when I'm a man a contractor. Or don't say you're almost but you have to try and facilitate a teamwork. And so to be facilitating na tranica. Just say be ankoye. Look, be ankoye.
I may read this story. Okay, was say Serbian coach Milovan Rajevac to arrive in Ghana early next week for unveiling. The 67-year-old has agreed on a 2-year deal with the Ghana Football Association and will be unveiled to the public after signing the contract. GhanaSoccerNet.com understands that Rajevac Milovan will earn $45,000 per month. $45,000 per month. Milovan, who last coached the Thailand national team, makes a return to the Black Stars after 11 years. He resigned from the Black Stars job after the 2010 World Cup to serve for Saudi side Al Ahly Jeddah. The 3-member committee according to GhanaSoccerNet.com, Jeff has settled on Milo.
How I can see
Milo Bamiano.
Milo, no. He came at the time. All our players was at their peak. Look, they were all at their peak. Sule, bought Inter Milan, Waje Champions League. Michael Essien bought Chelsea. Asamoah or bought Sunderland. John Mensah or bought Sunderland. And your friends say Sape Shaka 04.
That time there was that telepathy.
That time you could see the standard of our team. And look, we lived on a one goal project.
And I know Crano, okay, I say initial my metro, Ubas and Mojendi.
Yes.
And our strategy and now we test our tactics, no. And then we don't have that as a more
So it do not work.
as a more than one friend will say, oh, Bobona Mammy.
Or bet what?
Or chest, no, Naswa.
Or
bet delay was a milk with the sons of
Oman.
But I want a business. Okay.
And to look first our coach we are since of Ghana. Baby, I work up here, permanent.
Oh, coach is there.
So he's not been in the job for 3 years. 4 years ni onyejuma. 4 years ni onyejuma or your coach. No, but why should you go in for a 65-year-old man?
No, you're not put here for me.
They're not put. Look,
no, 67.
67-year-old. Sana, the demands of the job. No. Obey. He's bringing his interpreter. I bet you. Now, me catch the minister. No,
I was about to propose where we're back. About my passport. Me
catch the minister. Yes, Milovano Mudibano. Or the interpreter.
Oh, that could be a tea bread. Milo by Banum.
Milovan. I didn't interpreter Naka.
Yeah.
Just say, what are we doing to ourselves? Then, Nipa Otifi on Yejuma. Yakopa na choa he's highly compromised or compromising with the move for mom na minkoye. All right, abusa for the coach Christopher Nimley in-house sports analyst and na yene di nko no or sports analyst or say coach akasa wa coaching players be bring obeka kakra mate enti coach and the men fast that coach oda ko bona fe na aba why all right I don't know me you want free but the fast like I say ma I was Unisex boutique for your mother so I was sad plaza but I can see no jolo mother so Tessa no so and na Usu Dynasty restaurant and na airport so more terminal 3 but open leather belt papa ne bags ne sandals dia slippers but call I was Unisex boutique which are from 0244 649 379 and na cocoa consumption the middle class na ebe but cocoa bia no cocoa bia but no the betu yare bia wa usubia amma chese eneme uhia wo ready mu bia na etimi aye adwuma amma na was it 10 reasons why you should eat chocolate and then endorse pa chocolate can be nutritious, improves blood flow, shows your brain, will boost your love life. Hey hona next time the be sense here konjo hwe manim ni si so mawana eda buza for me anum cocoa na and the cocoa milk so I said no more was it the best milk you can rely on is cocoa milk 100% plant-based milk, cholesterol-free milk so and lactose and dairy free and vitamin C, B12, D2 and then zinc ashimu emma Ghana penifuni na aji atum Ghana Standards Authority aji atum and the UK Standards Authority for also aji atum betima from 0274 440 180 and na ya titusu promo Franco Trading the sub promotion ya bao ya titusu promo iPhone, Samsung, Nokia, Samsung smart TVs ni na ebi ho ma bacho kwa ya titusu sefi kwada kwaje odie obetimi akọ website so just go to Google na ko search obetimi nya wodi and the GP1 Herbal beverages so second GP1 ye nya na covid in ko dia ye hanama mane se ebite bisu immune system no pa ante kona ko GP wo commercial beta from 0244934143 and na UK for so betimi akọ to be Canada for ninja bi UK Canada and then US. All right, it's your known GP1 and then I mean scientific herbal and alternative medical hospital for also our abonte busha make at all say domi our more dominious ne flat no wa Accra say kuma say teman so work lagon wa na omwo no mo say at amen we take care of all conditions both acute and chronic diseases using herbal medicine, homeopathic medicines and then naturopathy ni na okwa ometimi ahwe amam chairman suspect waka kama me nko kojo na wonma 102 bi na kojo zen akwaba
kodo na mi sha
abuza for kojo frempon na ekasa
me fa obuo ni die ma tiefo
ejiso
na mi nche wanchifo nyina godo woni se me megai bo asemka
heart attack na
there be megai kan because na me pese megai bo no
ade
bo no ye dru baby a me ye che dodo
no
me ye bo 20 years
wo fi sin mo enko for reho pa
sana wo ye dru baby a the more you try to move away, the more I'm pull by.
But that's okay.
It means my resistance.
Now, I was still that's
so no on one castle jai.
What do you mean?
On castle jai. But me jai.
Unless I guess what
me jai.
See the boss is you.
Me jai boss.
It won't be a netball.
But mami coach Nimlin said you kind of say. Me jitum pa say. Whatever went on with CK. Me jidi say CK wan cover no in glory.
Okay.
Me jidi. I will proffer a solution. Say CK nyeskabi. Me ma dream no. Say skado benyano. Say $50,000 am sreno. Offer from England. No apply to say Tukelo. Se Guardiola, se Klopp, obi onu jididi no, onko tran in China for about 6 months.
CK.
Because him
no understudy.
No understudy.
Okay.
Because in the end, when Jidi says CK will coach the Black Stars again. Yes. The quality of one. Anywhere he is right now, any exposure of one, it makes him one of perhaps only 3 people in Ghana. Omanya side experience in his cohort. We Kwesi Free, we Ibrahim Tanko, now we CK. There's nobody in that cohort or what side exposure no.
Okay.
Which means sir, he is still eligible for the top job in the future.
Except you say because he call for foreign coaches.
Maybe because you call foreign coach. You see, Ghana doesn't really decide say or call for foreign coach. See what coach will be to me a year Manamaya. I'll be covered in Gloria. There is absolutely no need to go for foreign coach. And to me, the solution I prefer to seek is say, by all means, this job you will do it again.
But Adeba could be a kujo. Won't say that Caspos Nick said, but Adeba could be a mini. Sika Kono, he played alongside Jürgen Klopp, right?
Well,
Ameboa. And then Guardiola. Guardiola no this about permanent year. Yeah, what happens to you?
Say if we want to have a conversation on football,
yes,
we will turn this show into football.
Okay.
Because football is not what you see.
Okay.
It's technical.
Yeah, technical.
It's a lot of thinking. And then I was having a conversation with my minister, Opankroma, and we say it's a football, no? Your scorecard is every 90 minutes. Sebio, so who see spaceship? We're Colorado. We engineer. We a master engineer. Who see spacecraft? We bet you me 20 mistakes. Nobody cares until the spaceship is ready. Until you can bumble your way through it.
The teacher also was
and so no obianke say ye na nkabaku bia obeye bia coach wiem in the teacher nkabana nka wedwuma nka walusu da.
But don't forget say spaceship is not passion of the nation.
No, I agree. I'm saying in football the assessment of the coach is frequent, is regular, is consistent.
Yes.
It is a coach na nya de 1 2 3 obia and then minute the biggest conversation in Manchester is Ole out.
Yes, that's true.
Because in spite of the material he has, his team went to behave like schoolboys against young boys. What you make say? And you know, me say, Siki Akure, don't take it say you've lost this. Me say Siki, Kokotna Guardiola and change because you see football no. Coaches will tell you, say, a philosophy. What do I want to do in the game?
Yes.
If I want to go forward, and this is my beef with CK. So if you want me to explain that, Michel CK, Michel Guardiola tima, Michel Jürgen Klopp tima. Every time the team is moving forward, Ube will say Arnold and then Robertson. The moment they go up, you know the game is going forward.
Yes.
You know, say Salah's approach is either on the break and also by a wall, then he enters. So there's a system of how the team goes forward. There's a system of how the team defends. Ushe Guardiola tima the centre backs when they bomb forward.
Hey, yes, Benny. And maybe I'm going to ball for what say. What did today continue with sports? We don't want politics be if I let Coach Chris come and join Friday say Coach sir na chamama for birthday.
Oh yeah, but chamama for Bekasa. I'm crying. No. So
go back. Yes.
There's a system of how a team moves forward. There's what you want to do when you're on defense. If you listen to all the great coaches, it's a set out. People's frustration with Guardiola is always growing. Guardiola but my frustration is that sometimes on your pragmatic.
Was taken to know, you know,
too philosophical. I don't hear Socrates. And I know you're Plato. You know what I mean? You need to vary as and when the practicalities require.
Pragmatism in the whole.
Me should seek a team now, and me honest to God, me should body be brave. Me must show ball 15 minutes.
No, you
because you say. Debut, me should ball 15 minutes. Number who what the setup is. By the time I see the setup, I can tell you said this will work and I won't work. Me should seek a team. We don't have a system of going forward, and we don't have a system on defense. I can't tell.
So which system do you play then?
No, it's not about 4-5-1, 4-3-3. It's not about that. It's about what are the people in the game trying to do. For example, if we're on the break, what happens? Do we flip the ball to Jordan? What is Jordan required to do? How does they understand what Jordan is trying to do? It has to be ingrained. Mama Michelle. Many Milovan, Sam Milovan Obey. When he came, he was a very good friend.
Okay.
Because I wanted to understand. Maybe ball and me just go yasin rano. Nipa mi ensa na chirebe. And yes Samade and Smeden Dop.
Okay.
Any Milovan Raivach.
Okay.
Okachire mi sekujo. There's a problem in Ghana. And he nominated 2 problems. I think a problem in show. Osi on tiase say Ghana you need ball boss and you win.
Okay.
What's my dream one tiase? His solution was saying, Oshaya Yanketwa. But you see Oshaya Yanketwa. But you I say by a passing game, namely Beha. I say passing game, so you need space.
Yes.
It's a passing game, but yet TMU ama yenya space net to me about passing game no. It's yes sir. So opponents in your baller, there's a lot of space to pass through. No, the solution was cut down the spaces.
Yes.
Lock it in. Mumiamoto. Kind of. Into Milo teams that near one. I tell you one goal project. Because depending bar we put bodies in the way. Pressure. We'll be under pressure for 45 minutes. It's not goalkeeper crunch ball. Because it's locked down the spaces. Until we're not fluid. There was only one game under Milo. And you're both fluid football.
Okay.
Egypt 2010 finals. We lost the game 1-0.
Okay.
And what year called World Cup. And we lost with virtually the last kick of the game. The problem with Ghana football on the pitch, and yet skill and yet technique, I say is a cultural problem.
I see.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
what are you saying?
I
say a problem with our minds that when we are in the face of history, we buckle. Say history. When history is beckoning, say, Charlie, when you are there, when you are Franco, now you hope.
Oh, yeah, they say,
me say, this was what Milo told me. Said the reason we are not going forward from where we are, having solved the original sin of too much space, the reason is we need to build the mental capacity to be able to embrace history.
But the question then is, that time now we're in charge, no? What did he do?
You see, a cultural phenomenon. And meeting as a Brazilians can never play like the Argentines. Never. Because we are more expressive, we are Latin, they like to dance. The Argentines are more of European extraction. Bam, 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 bam. Meanwhile, go and look at Colombia. expressive and lovely. Come to Cameroon. Very businesslike.
Yes.
Very strong. Go to Congo. Everybody is dancing. Come to Ghana.
Including goalkeepers.
Come to Ghana. When we get the ball, I say, there's nothing wrong with like there's no urgency.
Aggression too is not there.
Because we are calm. Into your ball, you're calm. You're not born. I say we don't have. So football is cultural. If you're going to solve some of the football issues, you need to work on the mentality that pertains to culture. It doesn't mean it won't work, but you need to identify, say, Adiwe, this is what I need to zero in on. Until there are talks about, there's conversations about Milo. Otumi catch your for the same Mada. Ewa campo. To catch your Mada. And now me cook dinner. Now a free camp. A free camper. I remember 2 hours. And so I shadow. Go down. Otumi kodo akwa kofi just opie free hotel na go say hey akwanuko no akwa kofi no baba ya na go force kate. Because he identified say culturally we like space, we like life, we like the life of no supervision.
Obviously, Kojo is making a valid point. CK should invest in himself. That's personal development rather than waiting for the country to sponsor.
And it's not because it's not good.
Oh no!
I mean, if you put CK right now, if you put CK right now in the local league, he will be the number 1 choice for every team. What I say, but me Susu say, that
please, we do not need any Milo here. We have more than enough cocoa in Ghana. As I'm better than be, that will be some more Kojo report as ever them now.
So me bad you say, you see, coach, you know, it is a law. You can get rusty with the law, right? But the basic tenets of the training, the tenets of the training, it never departs from you.
Okay.
Mimi Jidi say, whatever we have today, Miloba, he will improve it. And that's what I believe that. I believe say Milo Betra, in 2 games, you will see his hand.
Okay, 5 minutes, Monche.
In 2 games, you will see his hand.
5 minutes, Monche. The captainship or the captaincy of,
it's majoring in minors. No, it's majoring in minors.
But also it will be so.
It's majoring in minors. You see, when you have somebody who's when you have somebody who is stronger, when Milo comes and says, "I want the day you as my captain," there's no argument. I'm telling you, if Milo comes and says, "I want the day I'm continuing the day you as my captain," there's no argument. I'm sure. I've told people severally, Milo, he doesn't fit the profile of a top coach. His methods are that of a top coach.
Okay.
He doesn't fit the profile because when you look at the CV, you won't see too many extraordinary things, but the methods are that of a top coach.
But his methods only work with Ghana.
No,
but everywhere he's been after Ghana.
The question is.
He's okay.
No, the question is not his methods only work with Ghana.
TV. Senior pa and the message you seen super most senior can be the
Hey, Jami Chiao.
I say ever fear. Was it the last time you won the Africa Cup of Nations in Libya 1982? We used 3 Ghanaian coaches, CK Jenfiu, Sam Dudu, and Afranen. Why can't we do same now?
We can do same. Of our Mimi Jiri said the game has moved on.
What is that? What was
the game has moved on?
But especially whereby
the game has moved on. See, Black Stars now, no. Go on. I saw what Colabia. No co school or Ghana no co Pentecost. So co Pentecost. Now fe wakwa tra brochiri. And what co school or brochiri system. And good rights. So upana can say me na. Nyankopon cry how you have to justify it to him say what do went now so call Nyankopon empire. We feel that the game has moved on. So that time we could camp for long. The competition itself was not with as many countries. The other countries, so more exposure level was different.
And I confess you're selfless at that time.
And you're selfless. So the truth of the matter is the world has moved on since then.
Well, see, the problem with the local coaches now is that the GFA thinks it is a favor they are doing to our local handlers.
Look,
because the salary is quite high by our national standards.
That is the issue. Look, Milo Ebe if the sort of treatment if they give the similar treatment to the Ghanaian, the Ghanaian would deliver. I
don't believe that. I don't believe that because I don't believe that.
Have what it takes to coach this team.
I think the football is not just about tactics. It's about management of the team. It's about management of the team.
Management members. So let's dissolve all those and leave the managers to manage.
Because I've had very close association with the team. The management members of the team, so to speak, managers of the players.
What do they do then?
What they do, they say, they facilitate a certain kind of camaraderie.
Okay.
Among them. Shall we him? Where they will go, what they will eat, because remember, say, for the past 10-15 years on Ghana, into a bar, he needs somebody where you're madam food so that he can blend in quickly, because you need that space. Into what most of these management members they do, they say they oversee that process of facilitation, not that they are there managing into look in some instances, when I was following the Black Stars, there were people who spoke only Ga. Spoke only Ga. Only the Kasana Kabrofu Bebrea. Now Hano. Into someone like that will say, if there's a problem, that's a nimli or that's a nimli can't cry. All the issues that they have, everything they complain about, they go to nimli.
Yeah. No one will say
no about point of contact and focus.
Yeah.
What can I say? Because Charlie, no cry when say God on. The swell of egos in the Black Stars, and it's not their fault because they are competitors, so to speak. Every day they are competing. Every single day, boys, no sorry, they have to compete to make a living.
Yeah.
It is so no bar or this are competitive edge than ever, and there's nobody who is in competition who hasn't got some level of ego.
In fact, as a footballer, put the same.
You did it.
Yeah.
It's boys the bar. Now me Charlie, don't know anybody to be cow.
Coach Chris, what busy man catch was the shake me. And then okay, my classmate.
Stephen Odro.
Yes.
Stephen Odro.
I know.
I know. Oh, Stephen, baby, I will be at the Kubo.
Oh,
you know, I used to enjoy my conversations with Stephen Odro because Otibon I say. I saw no call Black Stars that. Minim se wechi abodi bakronia. Funny story. Like this. Yeah. I like this.
Are you sober?
And I like this in front. I say, hey, Stephen Odro. Yeah. Oh, to come as all cast on Bobo. I said, when you're Black Stars, I'll go to come as all cast on Bobo. Hey. Higher Black Stars.
Higher Black Stars. Different ball game.
Must have won the back but dual. Like you break a ball. No, no,
me was on the Bobo channel.
No, on the Bobo channel. You see, born so it's not just a matter of talent, too. It's a matter of exposure, and the exposure then builds resilience. The resilience then builds the mentality. What you make can I say? Because Obiti said lie. On the Barcelona for now, border.
It was on the confidence level was so.
It was so.
And nothing I kase.
So,
my coach Kaba. Aka 1 minute.
Nothing I kase. Get the people at the FA to stop interfering in bringing 3rd and 4th division players into our team.
That's a matter.
Look, that is the fundamental problem in our team. Oko di Milo Bamba. Na so January. One selected place man obey juma. The same thing with the Ghana ni kotena ho. Na so Jano. So on one shum na coach Ben on per player papa. Coach Ben on per player papa. And the modern football
actually made not put it in a good way. He said, "Say, so Coach, you think I don't want to win the game?"
That is it. Coach Ben not supposed to win the game.
You think I don't want to win the game?
I was for into a ball and
Baba make come a final. Bruh.
Yes, sir.
Me, I'm not active. Since we are retired in soccer.
And then can be.
And need to know.
What I meant in
I need to know. I'm sure say namely them will know stuff that I don't know. But when I cast my mind back to when Milo was here, I'm telling you, say these half-baked players, yeah, complaints here from me. The same squad. I'm telling you, this is the dream squad for Milo.
No, but when he came here, our players were all doing very well.
No, you see, you
he came at the time. Look, he came to meet.
Grace Homeopathic Clinic, one number one last stop, and we. Grace Homeopathic Clinic, what do we need to say? General Consultant, Laboratory Services, General.
Wasande 3CP papa ebeboa efie bia aba. Mese adepa de etwamu da. Wo de 3CP egu somu dware a eba ho ban efi muamoa ho. Fa 3CP efre so huhu wanu anopa bia. Na ma wo se ho ban. Wo aduane na eja ana eso hye ehyewo a. Fa 3CP efre so fifa so. Eno ano no wo hye hu wi a. Fa 3CP efre eso fifa so. Na beboa obebre. 3CP ehye pimples, epompo, ekro, na ekumkro ene mnimu ya wo so. 3CP so de enye na wo drugstores BM etufo ko adepa pharmacy ene SGSSB ene hwani mu okanshi for 0302 664 832 Kumasi adepa pharmacy e wadum ene Hello FM ene hwani mu 3CP efie bia hia 3CP bambo
Omanfm.
Abusa for people bia kwa bia sa ba Boiling Point Oman 107.1 FM na almost 2 hours of discussion on Ghana's football. Baby Ababi Drew ni na say information in nya dey say coach Milo is back. Was signing 2-year contract. Sa na ya tetiri dey say yes we nya signing 2-year contract and say the coach Milo of 2010 after 11 years he's back again. Inti yebehwe the ebekoso na ya wo Chebakufia Pama for I said member of family for Achiase constituency in the eastern region. Chairman, Pacho Akwabai. Na Dabeno most of you as chairman of Metro Mass Transit. Dabeno. Said this Tuesday. Na Metro Mass almost a buzz in a ground yaba.
No crap.
Is that now your board chair, Bado? What is the situation there so far? Even though I'm rich and yes, in there, but I did a market tour.
Gordon, my main chair, for na main chair, my constituency for.
Yeah.
I mean, I do my watch now, my constituency.
Oh, sir.
Me kwako ye Juma kakra. Enti ichiam constituency for nyina.
Chama kwa ya fameko.
And to say me ne emsahe di hu ekomansa na o ma me kwan say on addition no say wo refia na me de wako
the same ultra besu
da be say ne ultra besu na won so wo monsa wa nya ma edwuma ene utumi sori asa wo ba ho keke
na won ka say bia won ko bi word na wo monsa wa de sa wan kwa ne yes we o pe yiku edu
bi word de say wo pa utumi akọ Nemo msawane de ya jijia ya oman ni de wo ho ayese utua
oman interest
is one monsa wa na is one tua oman no sika no
oh okay
nti wontua to wontua o monsa wa e na won kwa ma adwuma na msori anama de wadi machi se me de kwa wisa na no me kwa e de na me koka
okay okwa de okwa no udi fi abeka
dabi
mebu nu agumi krom kwa so e ya kwa fa so
okay
hey chairman sir
okay Inti no Gordon mecha ebusuafo na Metro Mass Gordon ebra ye ka se ye de me ko ho no obi frame o se na alena oso
okoje ajewi akwa we so say sa no de boka eboa
era say na adai oh David am fani onu eni ni
na kwa wanye dai
ela say minia mina mse me peho ne nienti am peho ne say me call parliament ebre bia issue beba on transport me wo committee ni so no the both sides a minority ni majority eka a Metro Mass say eka omo ko nanka Metro Mass atumi gine yi
okay
nanka omo constituencies na omo free mu ba no anye bia nanka mo Metro Mass aye adwuma wo ho Gordon asichira ni say Ghana fo abeji atum say Metro Mass no eye transport system bia eno na eboa dada kwanuaba emma wonu mu asebe wo mu nibi wo ma ewo bi
eboa wo
what must say woman any be ni woman it will be into enye for luxury for the commoners into obia or parliament bia no e was a group of people no e wo ne constituency into no e ka ne nkono nanka wanye bi o de e ko ne constituency ma ko ye adwuma wo hama no into ne se institution bi etisa wo ko parliament eduru ba bi na e sharply divided na won mu nyina ka bom se won mu be pese sa edwuma no be yeye no se god in ye de ko ho a na se wo ye obi a wo pa edwuma ese se wo gitum ya na ukọ yire ho na wo ye edwuma na wo satisfy sanko foyi
na de sakraye paba
eba na se wo de assembly ko parliament se o mommoa wo na se even bia ye pese break even because ye running at a loss every time ye other institutions the investment ababe shem enya ban ko adia the other institutions also the investment ababe shem
say senate power investment
yeah senate wo SIC wo goel wo NIB wo ADB wo nyina investment e shade ni enti no se ye break even pa one so on be happy sir on my investment no protected God in the making what and no say e kobase e bia e sign say eye onu a omu nibie titi wonti na president Kufuor e de sa adwumai e ba ye dia ene na e kwan ben so na e be fa ye betumi arane na akoso atena ho say you bet me a running na koso atanwa e ti say ye nyamwa emwa no so bi ni say okay ye ntumi ni wonu mu a womu ye no purely commercial 100% commercial plus profit ye ntumi ni womu nkopre petrol diesel to ho because ono to diesel no auto diesel no fans see a diesel no boy simple
so be 6 cedi 50 pesos
yeah 6 cedi yes something so what has
so the first say what is area you 6 cedis
yes
almost on to 6 cedis
yes ye ni won mu nyina ton 6 cedis and this ye ni mu nyina ton 6 cedis na meanwhile no ebia ye wo ko bia ufi Kofodie Kumasi a yen ye g 60 cedis obra wo g 75 cedis na utumu se edwuma no entumi nkoso because yen nyina ye top petrol pe yen nyina ye to diesel pe yen nyina ye to lubricant no pe yen nyina so eto spare parts pe entimi se ko ba se me de call parliament se omomo amen ne yen hwe se finance ministry betumi agiatum true parliament na omo ayi etoa eda enye petrol ni boni so na mum etoa eda fuel no so omo yi kakra free so ama ye nton 6 cedis na bi beton bi a 5.6 a ebeboan yintin se kobasa na me di kokoduru ho a omo so ombede ombegiatum no maboa me yinti adwuma no aye ye nyina ye adwuma ese se ye nyina ye hwe ne ye nie if so hwe Ghana ha sabi wonu mu akatua enni esoro a ma onu mu ntumi emfa plane emfi Kumasi emma Accra womu fa luxury buses free Kumasi Accra emfi Sunyane Accra no womu do so sen womu a omunsem wo bi a ombetumi aye ne saa enti no yebehia buses dodo yebehia spare parts ama de access si ho no na eno so atumi aye adwuma se wo ba city no mu a fan sen kran a wo ba ba bi ti September wo ko ba bi ti sa Shaman sabi enipa abodom pimo peso mo fo metro mass no Gordon, you don't have any idea womu dosu ye as a buses no dosu se den krampa ebenye nipa afro enkwara ya efo akọ school womu fu no free sabi wono
efo commercial bus no ofo a eye kwa bia so obetuaka but ofo metro masa ontuaka nti ese Ghana fo nyina ye bomodin say ye beboa na metro mas na tumi agine yi ye tumi anya buses ni bi buses no so no sabi eye besia na ye bepe na ye de akwakoto buses no se ye to buses no a ese se ye tuaka nti ye beye adwuma na ye tuaka ni wa ankwara nso fu ni free ye prices nso ewo fom nti e kwan ba nso na ye benye sika de atua we nu nyina ka e te se ye nya incentives nti Gordon ye ka wo metro mas ne se sesie idie ye besesa enyemam sesie idie ye bayire ye ho aye adwuma edi new ideas aba ye innovations ba ye bepese Ghana for so e be buy
sa innovation am de ba de mamu meka say mo nkwa bu fu an ye nteso mamu
adenti ne ntumi nkasa
mo be ka bat medie
there be God in
transport system is the government na ebe kwakoji loan
yes
na what basis amamo
yes
private the government ejima wo
yes
it you should find a way ambetima ye adwuma na break even
way ni senhwe
ankofo bebre emeska na fa ba bi dudu
yes one say Gordon so wo kan enu a enu no eye operational
yes.
Gordon, I think say you know me.
Yes.
Say obi ni me kura wo de woni.
Yes. Also say na
good. Enya me ka kire
very meticulous.
Enya ma ka kire wo. Say you need to justify why you should continue to be part of Metro Mass. Okay, you need to justify.
So I'm sure been no. Share STC.
Yes.
Before MPP beba. Na STC for akwa top 20 buses, brand new buses. Na si STC yada ba kokra nya adwuma. Obusa omo se omo nya nipa. And na kobusa na akomye se STC omo nya buses say ye ho na enso nipa.
Enso adwuma no.
Otase.
Good.
Aha, enti no transport system de oye ni ya.
The American no, Gordon. There wo kan leakages ni nyina. Ena me ka kire wo. Se mi bi samu mo na mo ye modwuma se mo na mo bie modwuma na se mo na mo ye modwuma enti no se obi wo de adwuma no she obi nsa se wonye na sa afeni mu eso afeni so na so oba no be ka kire se we anya hwe na ebom kura akopa besia no mfa ntue ka ne bia abonu a wo ebe ya o de bi sa wo no
do mo sese
wo o mo tete wo ena me san kan se enti mi bi samu se wo bucket na wo di konsuo na bucket no ase atuatue na wo be konsuo no wo ba bedru fie no na nsuo no nyina asa enti wo e basa wo be yeden wo mo so wo be tuatua
yo
to what do you say
and yen tuatua
wo be sili enam se ene asam no na mo maka no ese mo ankasa mo sili leakages no a e wo ho no mo ka chen say yem mamu buses yes we are ready ye ni president de ko nsu akire no akopa ne chew ye be ko minister ho ye ko bunko to dia pa minister chew se minister sewada be bia obenya bisia de atobasis bia me enko president ho ne ko ka kire no na ko pe bisia na fa ye mai ne mom oye wie dia ye ntumi mamu enfa basis no enye ye hwe bas de ehwa ye fia
ye fi say adai eja kwan ya asna monam
na bus no yetumi di bus ni twi na wayi nani atwi twi na wayi nani enti se wa wo bus nti obetumi di atwi na wayi wani no akọ ye bompa ye se nyame maya hoden
amen
na beebi a odi akotena no yenso ekopem se ye be ye adwuma be wie na ye be pon ye no na difference aba Metro Massimo na mo gidie pa say with mempanifo a meni omo ewo board ni so won mo so a pledge wo support pa so be boa me ni aye adwuma no any management and do ameni management no so hia na ka kire wo feel say wa bra ko mranti a won say fix the country wo bo pre de be ba no kra wo ko conference center applications is good. They want work to do. And this what bra where the 20 where the I didn't buy 80 years a buy no e bia na wo ka ho bi ne buy. Into what bra wo de kofie wɔn mu nso ɛyɛ wɔ mmeranteɛ ne mmabaawa a ɛyɛ yi ɛnɛ mpo deɛ hwɛ Gordon yɛ ka kyerɛ yɛ nuanom mmaa no sɛ from the statistics a yɛwɔ ɛne deɛ yɛ hunu mmaa no drive bus na ɛkɔ yie kura se mmarima no nti I am encouraging them and I say I am encouraging women in this country say so wɔn mu pɛ sɛ wɔn mu bɛka yɛ bus ni bia akwanya ba yɛ bɛ mu wɔn kwan me wɔ ɔbaa baako ɛwɔ me board ne so na ɔno ne deɛ sɛ yɛama mmaa no kwan na ɔma mɛka bus ni bi deɛ ɛn sɛ wɔahwɛ adwuma no kuro bɛgyae nti yɛ deɛ yɛka ne sɛ yɛhu sɛ metro mass mmaa no ka metro mmaa no ka buses no a ɛkɔ yie nti sɛ akwanya ba board no yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ mmaa no bɛnya akwanya na ɔma bɛka bus ni bi kɔ yɛnim sɛ mmaa no bi wɔ hɔ a wɔn pepa ne sɛ wɔn nso wɔn bɛyɛ adwuma aboa Ghana man na sɛ ɛyɛ driving a wɔn mu wɔn bɛyɛ nti yɛbɛfa wɔn mu akwanya no ba nko ade a yɛbɛfa mmaa no bi na wɔn nso aba na wɔn atumi ahwɛ buses ne so yie ama yɛn because saa na statistics na mi kɔɔ yɛn no mehu nti no saa na yɛbɛyɛ adwuma nti no mɛde maa no bɛsi. Brano no me sure some man kwan na ya bo metro mass hu dawu na Ghana fo nso eni abaso na omo aboan na ya adwuma
sama agese ohu agese bia won kututu kwan ko sasa mahu metro mass from Takwa to Takoradi jamo metro mass from Tamale to Kumasi enya sanketu o seriously seven nipa no but ukɔhwɛ sɛ metro mazisie na ese froda kana wokɔforo na mama na moa sɛ ma wo tɛno ade yɛsrɛ ye judu yo mu gidi sɛ de wo si yɛ wona ma obi anim ye mpesa na mane anya sa we call for its privatization
me da se
chama ti sim kaka na wo de komo for biba
no me ti sim na me ti sim a ansa na meduru ba bi a meduru Minimi General Secretary Baha and then answer.
I brother no.
Na asem no ne tintini ni tietia ne say. Say Ofusuampofo is not comfortable with the way Oman is koso.
That was the debut.
Yo, what's the debut? The all can say General Secretary our MPP party ni mu. Ono of wa fairly inti woni kwan po say obeka asem afa mahama ho ba de di kan
when afeli
John Boyd wa feli
one why General Secretary winning 2 elections afeli
also afeli
enko so die
o say de di kan me pese Ghana fo nyina hye ne so ebra John the press conference no sabe when the President Mahama tem nim obi a metumi aka se John Boyd edidi openi bi ana say even ni tipen kra odi na tem ena wakodidi former president atem enti for example for ojina simpies wo kumase ebra wo mo ye thank you to minim adekra wo nya wono mo da ho ase no o ka say John Bodu is insulting President Mahama enye no kreda
na John Mahama na yi didn't go vote
good enti no so onim odi atem de a ene ya John Mahama kasa ya ontie eno no obehu se wonim se ne yesididi atem
anana se
o say John Bodu the MPP free 167 aba bedru 137 enti no wa faili enti oni kwampo se obegina po se also ye general secretary na me ka eniema mienu
and also John Bodu sa
good me ka eniema mienu
me da se me kwa de
eno ono chairman of Osuampofo ebra no ye director of elections or the NDC every 147 about 106 147 about 106 147 about 106 Olusu 41 seats.
Wow, 41
Emma Omuko minority. Sabre no esiedu nkatia then the general secretary and so at the NDC if 147 about 106
and say the get lose 41
and so lose 41
okay
and so one more cycle gina bio say yankoto abama wom na omo ye to aba ma omo dey 2020 they are going to win the elections hands down sankofo ni enu baako every director of elections as vice chairman of the party no sign director of elections eba yeah chairman of the party
and as how you go to TBC vice chairman now Saba be director of elections
he was the director no a vice chairman
but me know to me for me any regular in you
no regular no dey eh hono ye regular ni ma ho
e ka me ka say but
enti waba be ye chairman ye ko 20 elections for example na enyo na no ye NDC chairman
one
na otumi every ni elections otumi mpo collection crampo otumi collect ni results 2016 otumi anye 2020 otumi anye enti no se when mu nyina no wo as chairman of the party with a veteran general secretary of the party mo antumi anye we no I am not surprised to say and then they say dunketia say chairman no kra no so when your vice presidential slot na nidia and your baby di chairman no
because for men ka chemu say e akra ye be kwa homa no so ne Frank Amankwa na obo Black Stars na obo number 2 sani ekano number 2 ni bidu na afa no bayereba Santasi ni abante ya kai be kwa homa so ne be kasa nkomo na ni di no na also go input bia o so de be ya kai be kwa homa so ne na kasa chema matoto
enti se onim the history na why confused and ye general secretary look our general secretary has been tried and tested ye on say ya na ebinu wo ho a ya wo mu nheda ehu adwuma no ani suye sabi obi ye general secretary ne de ne say o hwese bribia party no ebegina yi and I believe say that is the work that John Godu is doing and only there will be to me nyimfiri ho obi be ka say ya frɛ na yensa nka no sabi adwuma na oye as general secretary no nya frɛfrɛ adwuma na oye as general secretary no nya say bia sabi momo nya say bia no you see Gordon as I say
ya ma so nko nante a
so nko anante but say momo no enye momo a say eye nsuo enye ntasuo so atmase ontimas onkasa
betiase
na otiase ajeswe
de besinte so nko nante egetrim
mami chechem sese
uti fefem ebefofo bi betwante so nko nante nu
na ada wo kan ni manka me manye so
e dey to aso
enti abusuafo de make kan se
me ye campaign ma wana kwa cha yi MP ne behunahuna yi se de ne
Gordon enti de make kan se ufusambo so afana foforo
na me what is that
be your person de befa because se bribia President Mahama di assemble ba kojo frimpon di assemble ba asem no enya asem a ye ko no de
sad boys for be responding
exactly
sad boys in the house
yes because ye there no kura no ne you see on say CCA baby economy na akoja you see na Ghana idru baby a ya na ye ma ade ya werehɔ eye ma ade ya werehɔ hwɛ ye ti krom ha say ya afimu na obi nkɔ adwuma da enso no agye busumi aketua bia na mama ejina ha da no asem wo kan say ensese aketua bai wo tua nipa ka obi ye adwuma mfie miensa no ama no busumi miensa aketua Ghana ha ya na ye wo ye nkɔ baby a Ghana ha na ye wo you teacher ni wo free school ba no ko kira o kira dia mfie miensa no ama no bosumi miensa sika on pa wo gya adwuma no wa bombe so be fe na adwuma one kasa in your 4-year and 4.5 years now wudi wo oman so no wudi wo oman so no ehe na wudi ekoduru enipa dodo sen na ba adwuma mutumi fa na employment ewo public sector no it has been frozen you can't say yatum yemfe nipa enti no watum na wonfe nipa no wo enipa no okofa wo mu hiso mo maye adwuma na Ghana nche ne ewe fiade hwe ye bra MPP bae hwe nipa dodo a na omutifia na omawie training nursing training colleges no mawie teacher training colleges omo makọ agric school awie omutifia se say wo mo akom ho abom a wo mo da bia mo twa adwadwo hwe sankofo nyina president Akufo-Addo na dawoma ya fa sankofo nyina bodwuma mu Ghana for mo me mo yensem ma MPP for na MPP for ya ye bi ya fa boy mu nyina bodwuma na me de ya na ye me ya ne say wanya sa opportunity wey enso kokodu wadwuma mu a na wo rafi say na wotifia na wo nya adwuma na wotifia aban bi mu no eye under president Mahama weya o Mahama weya no na ne breso no na wotifia na wo nya adwuma adan nyese bia won na mpesa weya adwuma o wan kasa what 12 fees school fees wanya allowance bia bra wo ko training college ena wa tua wo wie ye no so a yesi trefie adwuma bia ni wa e dey ma enso no obi aba. You see, that is the difference. Who say now we can yeah penny akumia asem.
Nana Akumi, yes.
Say bra Nana Akumia e call STC no. Na STC no bas STC ho a entu adan a wo mu nya passengers.
Omo so mu nya passengers.
Good. And nye se bia na omo boa wo. Na omo because adwuma no na egu futu omo nya passengers. Enne nkofo e pachew omo twa tickets with Momo online and no the Kokofo STC. Advance ticket and no mucha at the Kofo. And Tiadiana at the ni say, Enipa ye gumwa huro. Obi wa ba o de Juma Chen sa oba oba se Juma no. Obi so wa oba ejuma na se no oba ma Juma no so no wa ye and that is what President Akufo-Addo stands for. Enti se wodi John Mahama ene Akufo-Addo gina ho a eni kwan se wugya wo mu mienu nyina wugya wo mienu ho ese se wo pam baako wo pam no etutu na wo no pam no
swe
kra ebi se wan hwe ya no ode hu betwitwi eya na akofa oyi ni abrɛ enso enipa ewrefi Napco over 100,000 youth and no see Gordon my entiasie wo Ghana ha say aban kwa die enya de obetumi afa enipa baye even 40% wo mo padwuma ye enya possible
doesn't happen
no enya possible e say Ghana 40 ase sa nyemom de ni nsabe soso ne de ne obeye de mimi se fi Ghana fo ho enne eni eda yedum ni say ekwan ben so na MPP aban under President Akufo-Addo ebeboa private sector no na private sector na tumi agire ho na so no matumi afa nipa dodo wadwum. This is what Ghanaians must be thinking about. So same way na say yen Ghana for ye ko yen ko to dwanimu a ye bompa ye ne ye sre ne ye pa President Akufo-Addo chow say ansana ni time no ebeso no oma ye hu bibi e wo private sector no say the private sector is growing and am sunti no kofo enya adwuma ayeden aye uko ba bia wo wiase a e private sector no and e drive employment enye aban enti no se sa na tie dia ene yen kan kire President Akufo-Addo yen sre no yen pa ne chow say na do wo de yenim sa wo de ye asam to ye ne ka kire wo a utie ebra covid ba ya ye se komodien na wa me ya trafie o ma ye aduane di ebra vaccine ba ye a ye nya bi oman foforo enya ye kan se na ye srewa wa ye ne nya vaccine bi wunya bi man ebra eba se covid nti ya juma sei na ye srewa ye bibi man wo se mate electricity so me twemu mienu mafafa nsumuntua fa ensuo me say monfa ne free wote hwa wo momo number na bibia beto so ntesuo nko ennante na momo esu enti wodie yenim se kasa kirewa ye kasam kirewa utie enti ye kasam kirewa utie ye na wo abadaye na wo dwen Ghana fo huntinu na ye srew private sector no buayen yenim se wo ye adwuma wo buayen na emom ye peno kese se ne ye beya ye fixe ye hu wi a ye benya adwuma aye enti enu na mesre Ghana fo se yensre omampani ene ne mpamfo na omumwayen wo saa ekwan ne so na yenyai ayi hwo mama namu ya woken de ya ne ebisa na en John Bodu bisa no se wan kasa wo alternative ene sen wo wabedi oman yi so mfie nan ene nachi
na alternative any stakeholder consultation
good
your partner no bibia stakeholder consultation
enti wan kasa de
oni bibia oni
omampani na wo bedi no wonni bibia I am not surprised say what tinjan
ya boatinjan
say the adro ni de onu ankasa wo hu bibia ade ne ko say ojai na wotrefia obedi ni dokon kwa enti na mahama de
dabi
on sem fata because mahama tumi koyi ye maami
Professor Jina
na opokwa ajima se wo meye na running mate dia na eche ono mahama no oni bibia wo de bra MDC no na me MDC fo ankasa po no ya na me medwi wo ho ya wo ho eye me nwanwa wo mo sa ye me bobo assuming without granting it say mahama mpo etumi nya ba bi gina wonu odi mfie sen so enti samwani abre pa na mo ye political party amwani abre a mo petumi na enye se tumi a mo pede abedi nsamoni na mmoma etumi a mo pe edi ababa ye omani ya enti nka mo tumi ngunu obi na omma a wonu no so onya opportunity na obetumi akonfie nwotwe enti mo ankasa mo kwa meeting no a ede adwen pa na ya ne wo mutrimu a mo de kwata meeting na say
da bi uskanti
no da bi no Oscar assuming po say Ghana fo mpo ye mistake mpo de manwa enti no enfie na achi no mo sa ababa hwehwe obi foforo aton no obra ankasa sia mo betumi aton obi na de ye de ne ba no ewie na se ehwe say maye mobo dodo a ya mamo for yes me no mama bedi
chaba 2 minutes now time on aso but we call constituency a ye huhwe no ya na first name of kana pacho etisain eda ko for na so kan ye huhwe na so mo kan so ya na mo face ni say how do you handle it
godin ye huhwe ne de awo ho papa
okay
enu ene ede skirt and blouse no e bai na enu so ene ebetumi di MPP akoba bi eni se eko ade ba akope ena me die minim ne se bibia ye bia no eyabotre entoboase sabi uhunhwe eye no krese uhunhwe mat wenya botre nso a enya dia wo hu bibi sene ye politics no ya hwe ya ati se political party me ye di akire no eye de ye nkoa ye benya enti ene di akire na ankwa ne saade a ene na anyi eye no kure ebia na wo pe bibi wanya na wo de wadwe mu no wonim se enkase se wonya but wanya enti akoye bibi a hadwin yes I agree sebe obia ewo ne daye so nenso no enye daye ni nyina ne betumi abam ebi betumi abam ebra waso daye asore ebi nso ho nso a ebeche bi won kra emam kra nenso de ye kan se yenya ye nyina ye ho abotre ena sebe won mo nso a nyankopon aye won adom a anase ye nyankopon aye adom a yenya ba bia gina ewo party no yen so ya yen twa ye ninhwe efie kakra yen hwe yen kofo no so kakra on sabe ye say akodansem me kan sa etiefo mu fan chem nyese bi obi akora but say sabe me polling station executive ne responsibility ne commitment I'm sorry ne responsibilities no and room me die inti no say me wo animu dia say me man bibia ese say me tumi e man bibi na ono so nani so inti no ye ne saade a ebetumi aye den aboayin sabe ukoe wanya kakra enko tena baabi na nko a wonfa nye wo ho ebia opportunity bi wo baabi hwe wonko a wabusuafo ene wadofo nko a ese se wo hwe abusua na wo mu na eye wo political party no because won say ye wo yen abusua ye free mu a ye be join political party no ye wo yen na fofo a omo wo ho a ansa na ye ba be ye politics but yes say ye nya opportunity no a sa ye namfofo na ye no mo ho ansa na ye be ye politics no eni ye busuanfo ani enu mo ho ansa na ye be politics no omo nko a na ye ni be kom so there bi wo ye sa na wa amwa efi se ebi mpa na wa busuanfo ana wo namfofo no a wo ni wo mu ene ebedie no wo no mo am lift a finger wo mu anye hwe ewo ekwan a ofa so a wodru ba bi a wodru na mmom ebia obi a woni ne be ye anyonko woni ne be nya ekitahudie ewo political party mu ono na ebia oboawo na udru ba bi a wodru nti no eye sekan no ya se enim ni akiri nti ezi etwa enim ni etwa akiri ese ya nyankopon ya dom na party yenya ho mfaso no yentwe ye ninhwe yenkofo no ketua bia nya de ensa ntesuo nkwanso enante nti no se wunye bia bomodia na hwe wachi na se wo hwe wachi nso a wa wode ma wo no ana wo boa wo nso no ya wonso di ho adanse na obi oho a wanya bi enso ono so ebesu se onya ahwe so ye ne sa yanko yanim because sa MPP political party wey maybe a president Akufo-Addo edi yadu maybe a president Akufo-Addo yan di ebedru na maybe a president Akufo-Addo dey ato aso abedu ni de ese ye senya another messiah na ono so etwa die mpanifo mienu ayeso na party ni tumi gire yie na ye gu oman no na nkofo a enya adwuma nya no nso yetumi aboa mu no manya adwuma ye na oman no nso agine yi alright nti Gordon medimanu besi na sesie ya ahomana tene de ene ye beba but alright abuso for teacher mamafo na motene kan wo ye a chance member of parliament wo Eastern region ona motene kan na ya tumi kan yanko ahoma yi sesie na meme Frank Amankwa na dodo na fe no baineba enkodi enkomo sisie na yemesia ndama Gordon hey bayaba na sa kasa yuka na cho de biao oh sa tima menka bim davi ma menka the last day ana oh ora fraga ba kwa ya kwa ba na Auntie Monica, when Auntie Monica was fantastic school. Now I say actually me no be dinko, ma to show na minya. Oh ma KG catch me me kai pa KG ni me dinko mo ai. Yeah. Insta Monica say, oh na me do boko Insta Monica say me catch so chia when na Bishop ya uso ansa. To a contact Bishop ya uso ansa. Yes. Na yankoma ye die na but before that me bow di no me nya picture be from North London o haircut won se san no ukwa ye be na say North London me nya pictures be for be haircut won se san in fact won se san yeah
All right. Now, young Cocoman ye no so na ni sada mene Christopher Nimli coach ene Kojofe Pony class sports yon kakra coach asemene say the GF for treaty coaches ne selection of players ne quality of players ye wo ne quality of coaches ko pa ye wo no he for that person dey ko no so no bi an
yeah na me tie omo program na sabana coach ba no friends and below
Nimli Chris
Nimli
if you say fantastic Nimli me en ka Chris why
Chris Chris no na so na no kano me support the no kano but actually na koku frimpon no nka ya be say asem
and what ya wonu ye koju
the reason why also mo esa ekoko fasa coach no no mo de ba because coach na mo kwa kofa no sika mo di betia no yes can I be na mo di tia local coach no so why there mo boka 45,000 dollars
yes
the CK akono no tia na 25 for 8 months no tia neta we are sure say sa coach mo ko fay 1 month ko mbeti maka so mo tia neta
mbetia
so why is there mututi Ghana coach ni sa so I GFA for no as at now no me so more respect Ghana coaches now because more respect coaches now we need to TCK akono say no yeah no
but Frank yeah what about blaster that enye that time no minim coaches are now omo ho no mo so local coach or blaster say na GFA for that time no mu treaty wo mo no mo kwa mo afa ye mo selection na no music asem net say mo time net say
at that time no won say yeah time no na ye wo locals no mo dey call camp ana na ye wo local coach e wo hono ma na bi o ma system no mo call foreign but at that time no na respect no hono mo but right now no me at the frontier so mama players no anya so much power so mo ba do mo pedia no mo ye
and the players this around no players no mo na eso mu local coaches no ana
yeah but the me want to say I was a local coaches no also mo go mo na see from because you a Black Star camp no that time no abedi any Tony baby no mo edu reaction no kra ba ni enu nyina na da wini ba because me who at the cry right now na say players no mo ba obi a person ye di open no
na etia no eye hwam na kreti eye coach players na omoni ate omoni nton ana say local coaches no mo lose control ana say GF for na aye
said see bitie GF chairman
okay fine Kate
yeah the argument now you know totally absolutely wrong. Why is it to make us a coach? The coach yes selection also about when you be defending. Who your coach and now your technical director?
Why Jeff boss?
And so what? Yeah, I mentioned this no go back and so no go boy. And no maybe on ma also mo titire ni no catch no ma dey bi on ma o mo ya enye. Why is it technical director on mo coach on no mo yes selection wi a so mo ba wo mo wani mo be defend e ko mo fa so mo free players and right so mo I GFA chairman dey we go timika say coach me defend the confess of friendly players.
Wow. And
because me Black Star for about 10 years man see the crown Black Star that
say coach no afa ni players na also could justify in front of fans in GFA team no on one team is that
no your time I can Black Star na man see that
I see It is how you say no come on and problems with na ebanwana.
Yeah, because unimu omofa German coach Bibukazi.
Yes.
Ni ene yakobo match o Kumasi. Yene Nigeria Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast na Nigeria. America uni say GF for no ba hono mo. No ko mo person mo ewu players o mo kobo match no. Coach ne catch no mo say o mo nko stadium about 3 o'clock o mbe hu Ghana ene Nigeria o mu hu Togo ene Nigeria wa mo players no mbebo ball no and pass o mo call back
that na Ebuka disease, right?
Yeah, Ebuka disease.
But then you local coach.
But many local coaches of some do Johnny Shen, Malik Jaber, Coach Amua. You know, Munina, Coach Afrani Munina, no. Now, who will be also the selection of GFS who could defend it?
But Cat is one day administration decided in the trouble. We saw the bachelor.
Oh, wrong. They will see an idea. Now, could you say a Sakochi or Mokofani, Milovic was the wine? Do you think you say Milovic in the best selection? What could you also could defend the athlete? You can't now.
I'm sure by heading.
Yeah, because why is that a wouldn't be here? Or no, the other thing now, DB Ghana is Tiki.
Na Frank, my Musa question with you. Say more footballers.
Yeah.
Be foreign coaches, any local coaches. So more coach team of blasters are. Why na? What you say team a back camp?
Ni coaches now more a demon mono. Because a local coaches X9. Yeah, and another Bobo coaches in coaches be like Malik Jaber, Johnny Shen, Coach Amua, Coach Afrani, Oman, Coach Adi, John Satiku. So coaches right now, Jomanima, who is making us own respect to him because baby Omokomo, pedigree, no, only one more better not as own respect to him. Yeah, because the whole thing I say. But also local coaches so bit is a CK Apono who are problems. Why don't you come out? MOB who are the crap problems are we facing? Because coach I was wrong for 8 months in Tiaoka. Now I can want to match was a yes you are. And go be NTC in Tiaoka for 8 months. Oya madam for far but na minyana make me na kasa nti me ni problems unless you na mama say ni problems are na honum because there say ma local coaches na man for un say dia o mu ntimi enye adwuma na but GFA for no so mo kwan
o man kwan
oh nti no how me say dia mo this ano many di local coaches because he's a Milovic, you know, the Chianica 45,000. While brand 1 month pay cranking. Now for Lukaku, not 8 months in Pianica. So what's the sense in it?
Frank, what did they know? Yeah, just some money a camono. But in terms of Sissy Madam Professor Bin Walker, or with the Miss American Professor, was say there's a tangible reason theoretically and empirically why expatriates are paid higher than locals in all professions. And also no ko boagan ko chadie e wa buchi. In fact, lectures over hono. Why Ghana ni o chade o ntini twa sika no e wo so chen Lucas na e wo hono ten di ba kanya problem. But some be na kamu no die. 1,000 kropa fa na die ma no.
Enu ni wo akini. But the American say, why say the sika di si e tia ma no na de ni ntia ne ka.
E ho de harding.
Ana unze Ghana nso no. This is the time also money local players no. Because your players need be on ma or more Europe at the end of the year no o check wo mu 90 minutes ball o ma bokra na o enu 4 matches now be a local player wabo the whole year our form ni akofo obi ono mo ball abrochire te o mo ma ball e na me ntia se
yes fa go there enam say bowling point e be sha da afre bim na ye di enko but ye kwin the next 7 weeks I say about 4 matches I see ye bo ese milo na nya bentini tika se fon pra be ka se ke enko fa but I think say dan de se milo abani sa ti bia ni bi se se mu ababa so chia wai
ejere super akaje asa dia so se me chia na pa ne se kra ne ku
e de chia kai o tua sei
kaje ze me chia ka madika chia ka kra dada
bati eta buza for frank ba wote ne kaso wo kasa no be peta me ne frank ba kwa e di enkobo yi pa me se kojo fefo de wonim ko frank ba kwa history wo ana kojo when it's football mun can be
let me come you
ya fe yentinsi e bega na
busa from pancho MC about 35 minutes and
yes
go on
minia
baby of a be am chiana nyumre
of us why enjoy mo pa
me chano and I'm sure when you phone na
when you phone so
MPP yeah mass registration Mesra wu biara utie misisi say anadwino so pagana and kanko no pese Ghana e fanu ntuma pagina mesra me paucho ensago ensayem pe baby a MPP wo na trudin udi trudin na be member kwa ye kwi adikunti a enwuya mapa so be trudin say MPP ye the largest family I Ghana. The largest family I Ghana ye MPP. Ukobe biya ye ho. Yenikwa de at the level of organization with executives, ye more than 220,000. Emenya me boya krowe ye be relevant wom ache. Afebo enuna dankwa dombo buzia nom dwen ho amudin hihye to say you follow tradition we are Ghana politics no ye be chewum CCPP for abako na nipa baako atwam PNC atwam omo ho de but wa o hwa nyina na ye ka
say to kwagina gina mu general secretary ni party chairman
say NDC ya start year 46 ya nhwe ye na next time kwa 44 na kwa 43 na kwa 36 na no so enkakra you know na MPP ne de ye sre nyankopon paibo sanka won hwe so no maye nyini because nipa na e wo party nim no ye dwen Ghana for ho na me kasi ye dwen Ghana for ho a na mpese me kan say MPP philosophy ni say wo nipa no ubedi ye enti yesre wo biara wo se wo do MPP enso wontwro wudin no mesra okotwro wudin
na wo mo so so a ade a yesi obi MPP ni bia nkotwro didin ye de ade na ba se constituencies na obi di ahye na motuam obekọ police station yesi ni ho obekọ se enkrase be no
ahona kami be
okay e bia wontimi nka se de me de meka no
mesra wo so biara so ukra size book o se yesi kotena police station yesra party adwuma no ye de nipa na eye party adwuma enye robots party adwuma sebio enye nkwalasem eye mpanifo ne yede ye nti yesremo semuma nipa bebre ba party ni ma eboa ye nyina sebio ye ka ye ke China mu nyina ye one party me boada
yes
nti yesre MPP for ye make sure say registration yakoko fiem na wusu biara ope MPP kakra bi wo fi say na na do kra ye bibia boa na enu nti no wo de pese wo de fa wo registration fashion na na do no wonyam ususu say bia kwa ye kwei presidential candidate say be alano say be baumio say be your friend say wofa chamanchi o obiara obeyi ni tibiara no obiara nyini tidie yet but obiara obeyi ni tibiara no say wo support wo mkoa dia na pese ba ko bi wini a mesro ko churudin me pamochao intimoma MPP no churudin no na yen doy ni enje kese na yen fanchre amansan nyina se party we no eye party a betna ho ache enkopim se Yesu beba e wo Ghana de na MPP no odimu akotin yes remo godo
minia
NDC for President John Mahama,
former president.
Say one tia konya so bio. President Mahama say oko thank you tour
a campaign.
We decided say thank you tour wonder will be ase amama public. Na mom obe use platform no dia kansem. Esre Ghana for ubia wutie me no. Mesra ensem ya mi vacation nso. Na fatu kotodwem. Na hwe ne besi. NDC fire say ombeka corruption ko awasem.
Okay. So much journey for this no ho.
Say abaye corrupt. Say awochire kakra baganen eye because abaye diska. Say cement prices are costly and because abaye diska. Say uko yi container no buadea and because abaye diska no. NDC fire madwen say from now to 2024 ombeka corruption especially nienima ensem fatanyina the beka wa corruption because omo we say so muka corruption na
ebeka
na nipa opeso yesa no ade kunti opeso ye ne say opeso ye fi ne ekoso a eye papa no inti say corruption na nombeka one district one factory NDC for who ye omonte wasem kra
almost 116
me say omonte wasem kra free SHS NDC for so omonte wasem kra and form who and come coat nan campesa ko body and form who kra say improvement it say ye ka Ghana and for NDC for who kra economy yes ya bounce back NDC for one tier no cry
and what yes you mama tears you for the zoo
as me a hypocrite
was it a fair say economic expert ya Ghana
say omuka no enkoye ma ntino what yes your mu
na say ye no
nti yesrem Ghana for monhwe enyoma papa MPP achichiri a ebi aba a ebi beba I be one year beba nechino. Mumia hwe san yoma no. Na ye hu se sebio ejapa kras what tiasia. Ena mon kwala no mutumpon. Sa papa what na se cha ena kwala no mutum komanim. Na debi na some papa ni ho a yese useni mba o den so ntisa den. We say you better.
I will say to be out there.
And so until we say NDC for at the corruption kwana benam. Na nyabo musu say ne say. Omo we say wan hwe ya Dr. Baumia beba. And I wan hwe ya Alanchemantin beba. And nunti no bibia besi bia no yenka ala ne baomia timom
ya
nti hwe se Reverend Owusu Bempa asem ya abai
meti omoyi bi
Reverend Owusu Bempa asem ne oni agrada enya asem police say Reverend we dey sro entwa kwan mu enu nti no brana be yi ho ano na obaye no so na o se detain kakra ehona na ndisifosio because wakasentia baomia
awahin
say Muslim to be president okroma why prophecy enu nti no enti na Reverend Owusu Bempa ho akire no mama nchiro bibi patcho so wutie mi a sa asem no bogu se Nyankopon kase baomia onni president baomia onni president
Nyankopon na hese wo
se Nyankopon kase Alan onni president Nyankopon kase baomia be di president baomia be di president Nyankopon kase Alan be di president Alan be di president enye se NDC fast mombeka omdi etibe bubom ena be debi sa na year 2008 nuwe akokawe wa ha na nienim na mafo chro nienim na mafo de ye cartoon nienim na mafo kasa omo yire so do mo kasa hwe me da woni information na me wo na asema me kai omo kasa eni na ye ntro
anko ne hunu
ayen tronko nti yesramo Ghana for mama no kre any prepare your ended Monshe ni MPP aban no eye na mamuntie sa hrodo hwada semia NDC for the nam na uma na mahama kabibi ballot stuffing ukojira court want to be improved uma na mahama kabibi vote rigging ukojira court want to be improved enso no waye na dwen say wobekika sansemia topim say yebeto abano na Ghana fo nya humobro say ampa ebia na papa we ampa bia na bibia nkoyi obua eye bibia fa no communist inferior tactics eye old time strategy kan talk of fontin omenya humobro ma yesu say no ya wi ataso say san no echa entro no ye mani nyina
muka monkle
ye mani nyina na wo hwe President Akufo-Addo last week ya godon no nam voter region voter regional commission factories papa ne di 77 on one second term o ma mejina election bio na papa nam voter region owie ya bar association north na papa draw I could deliver speech say nyina ye momode na ye institute the discipline of paying taxes sebio so untia 1,000 krana say every month be about trim say also tia 2 cedis krana wo de tia 2 cedis no na mameye culture essentially be down say the bia no tia tax send your auto credit send your nsuo send your didi send your for transport sa na also tia kakra so ma ban president say ye masade no emba meka yesu ene e ban ho from voter from moment from mountain na wa drive to Tamale Bolga koye speech we ya sebio yanti asem de hajia baomia yakupon emfani crancy by now yikra badada angels na badada baby sani say hajia na why no prophet akase Muhammad why no nyame o say Allah am say ne yankwe
de ko
nti say no ko sabio yanti asem de yema vice president shedding and now wo de matete say a hadwin pa media roya matete say hadwin president we ya no ba
was it Monday night
owie ya no ba
Monday
bechia ni wie enra Then in fact the next day emergency ECOWAS summit our phone so and then on the ECOWAS leaders Papaya wedi 77. He knows no rest. Because of Ghana's development, because of vision now. Was said na goro me ba na me interrogate me. Goro nsem bi ho no ma ho. Uche wa bi say na dey we crowd na say bon de ho. Ade we crowd na say kasa fa ho. Goro Adami ya yoko bie a factory bi wo a sub commander near see ba be yes chiri anamwa sugar factory president mama ko jina wa president mama ko jina wa and mo hwe se me bie sugar factory ba be yes chiri amade ho Ghana enso na ahwede kra be yes chiri no kra wonu ya obopa say journalist inko jina ho no monka say factory do sugar home sugar no omuye cube sugar omu di sugar be free India eba be shem ema sugar no buy say sugar no nie enso ahwede cry die sugar no kra munu ya bi enso godon hwe say ene ka say ketekrache your timber recovery limited ewe sojomai godon factory no omuye o she godon you say your Glofet Ghana no ukokumasi a won sawon kwan so godon she say omoye blending and bagging of fertilizers godon Ghana for the 100% godon factory ya start here adwuma na under one district one factory ya kan ko for say na buying factory nya buying dia mama nchiro nya buying ya was a Glofet factory no okay a buy catch a Glofet for ni say bibiamba produce bia e be Ministry of Agriculture internet is so assured offtake into answer factory ba be si wono na bibia e be fi factory no they travel Canada because omu produce per agric for beton okay she say also nya certifications FDA why standards authority why abai say sade no on one kasa making sure say wakofa FDA for never just say mo hwem kofo we wakofa standards authority say mo hwem kofo we a facilitated compliance certificates sometimes investor back home ha also benya standards authority certification also benya GRA answer it will take 6 months no toba ha no oko abai si debi ade we hunya mi amejira so na ma ma hwe say Glofet factory no Oman incentive package in terms of taxation for the next 5 years yes san nyoma we na Glofet for ni year o metumi aka say ampa ye business wa Ghana godo adwuma hwe say Brompton Portfolio Limited
akojotobo I was say ano companies be more than 106 and na adwuma
150,000 people are employed
but still no be sure no apart from what do you call it
Commander
no Ekunfi di no ene baby omoye the potatoes
kasa
di ropa usha diaka no edini shiranya popular e be the dinner kankofo ano
nyetene se
mo fa say anwoma na
nyetene se no kre enwoma ni bi ho no ma yanya hu dede na hu se godon obi a onu operate factory no wa start adwuma no no to say Glofet on to adi mobia Glofet ni mo producing na agriculture director nti eni so ba be gira TV so say me pa mo cho oye fertilizer bagging of fertilizer any manufacturer nti on to me ma gira TV so say mpam cho mo to Glofet because be agriculture at all nti factories dey be on man omu shut down dedicated advertising budget but when I me susu say no cre abai no was say fa San your man no wudede.
They said an off takers in the government. No problem. But Ghana for also person motisa there so a better na partner to mashama. Etina kankofo ano.
No credit. Oh, no credit. Me say I was say young adwuma more. I was say young adwuma more. Ne bi ne adwuma me yes say yeah. I me botchen konfo because me kwa me nim say I me pese me kasa bebre no. Me about 23 factories are ni nyina fully operational.
She me 104.
There be make say there are 106 factories are operational. But in front of me right now there's 24 factories. And even it's because me pese me kasa bebre. So because we sure real Esisi wo
adwuma
nkofo nyamu permanent jobs mo adwuma it can some way say no nkanye nyoma kran ka se kasa wo bebre but because factory ni siketikracha wa wote La Paz unyim ni ntino na ose bawa mane
yes
because the factory ni si wedi na so ye tomatoes a wa wo sebio dwaben unim ana wa wo so jamai unim factory ya esi me de bia me fi wanchi ba me drew say your friend is saying soon enyinam side o ya me who perfui from some capim gold almost start your nursery near de e wo honum mu dua pair no me drew bia me but when you phone him says I do esi eno tina entiose bom de intiri metiase se no krani I was here to be young adwuma kakra now one district one factory say be call radio station to radio station say be for information van say be TV documentaries na ye dia check Ghana for no say ampa because president be obeko bia no we inaugurate factories hwe godon and see that wa Ghana bako semu 106 factories, not even in the time of Nkrumah, are springing up in 4 years.
No, me them in TV with that.
And see that, and it's because of the vision of the president. Say, hey, president, and yes, or say, buying CC factories. So, president say, Ghana beyond aid. No, one of the main anchors they say, I'll see to me your processing and manufacturing because I guarantee jobs and a more value to the product. And Muntina presidency yenye sadi way. Na say you know Germany for crowd ya a different way. Almost say the whole West Africa, yeah, be 350 million people. Nigeria and Krom 200 million. Aka 150. Into the pa yenye nyoma no hane fan service 150 no. Into no mababe car Volkswagen awa na Volkswagen we do Germany and almost iconic Germany for me a Benzo. Germany for one of me BMW. Yeah. Oman of me Audi. And so Volkswagen and the German. Okay, Germany Volkswagen never. And the Germany no draw for standards. Germany me some your host like a crack. Now me call China ko fan yoma. Who imitation crack or Germany as in original.
Yeah.
Because answer imitation be fa. You portal. Not test I subject to know. It is a Germany from we say you bet me you should Ghana and your man and your big endorsement. And then Germany beyond by you, near represent Germany true and true and Abba Ghana.
Just a Volkswagen na kwa kweli se producer say yes bu cocoa.
I say cocoa yes so black star. Son of Volkswagen it. It's almost so crano Abba Ghana we said no there are opportunities here. Inti me masem me say Ghana for mumma yenhwe progress na da yanim no ene san na nanado den o twa no na yam back no na se yes e be gina wona mama kan ne say ene no kra ni nyina yentro na me ade ba ko a wode eye me depa ne say ene 7 heads of state ba Ghana.
Okay.
Guinea sensem ya na ya ka Guinea sem na me hu say NDC from penifo bi and na Guinea and na Ghana and na Mali and na Guinea and na she
me da me am of the kai me of Tarzan was the first no komata near Ghana Guinea Mali relationship
say Guinea Mali country and na go for be say good luck Guinea aseme si o Guinea no ɛyɛ atoyɛnkyɛm kɛseɛ paa ɛyɛ atoyɛnkyɛm kɛseɛ paa ɛndɛ meda nyankopɔn ase sɛ President Akufo-Addo ɛne ECOWAS leaders na ma ɔmo 1 year so ɔmo go back to civilian rule 1 year ne kyerɛ sɛ by 1 year time also ɔmo run elections nti sɛ Dumbaya no wɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ civilian he has 1 year to become a civilian to run for the elections because to be running for elections while he is still a military man he should step down nti ɛyɛ asɛm atoma Guinea no ɛyɛ atoyɛnkyɛm kɛseɛ ɛnɛ Guinean journalist bi ka sɛ say akɔm kora yɛ aba 1 week bɛ no bra so because wa suspend the constitution wa suspend emra yɛde yɛ country no wa suspend the state no nti mo da ha na mo yɛ ɛna Ghana say nyankopɔ president say nyamo dwe no Ghana yɛ alert ɔnkyɛ ne speech ni bi wɔ yɛ wante ɔkasa wɔ yi na yɛ friend say ɔkasa wɔ ba so say hwɛ hene ha yɛ alert
na security coordinator so da beto so
ɔsi yɛ alert yɛ ma copycats sani yɛ from we are intimate bi wa we are intimate bi wa we are yɛ ma copycats and be destabilize Ghana ɛne yɛ Nigeria ISIS for akwa nipa bebree Mali yɛ da hɔ no ɛyɛ destabilize the president military junta no they control only 60% of Mali Niger yɛ da hɔ no only 60% ɛna aban no control Burkina Faso only 45% ɛna aban no control the whole West Africa is in a mess the oasis pa West Africa yɛ Ghana nti mo ti wɔn a atiye nti no mu yɛ fi no na sebio nkwa asem se esi wa Guinea na mo soso
e ka se efo
na Ghana and the constitution will change nankupon tuaka ayi Nigeria for make say thunder fire you obi kase wa suspend the state adwuma ya yete ye adwuma ya yete ya radio eni obi o
ki ya wie o
okokota dey man na odokokot okokota a decrease the lawyer for kra mo ya lawyers kra mo practice very challenged obikasi was suspended state all issues about governance CSOs are motete hanoma
governance
opportunity wo say ye be depend democracy binuma ye ne say CSO no mo ye no omo ye antagonistic CSOs nyom de bibia ban bia no omeka say against no omo fetch ill will and affect disaffection for government bibia no mo kawe ende se atuyenchem ya asigiri fo CSO so Guinness na omuni hobio
dabi na obi ko teka se kosi ada mo nko aso
na obi
ka se no kosi ada bia no yeko
school ntumi nyawe say cry teachers so Guinness say ya cry en chadi bio
na soldier
for na chadi o Guinness guns sense
ketwa obaba
I check class 1 class 2 na etuo sen ho na soja ni watch class 1 class 2 no syllabus yem training no
dabi
onko teacher training onji alawada ebe na watch school
na ka sha kwa one said say 7 minus 9
eya tuyenchem na to Guinea no binim aye o madwen say enem say feel enem say come enem say eya tuyenchem disaster na ni nyina so nkyere say omu wie kwara so mo revert to constitutional rule be smooth and chesa e betumi aba say Guinea betumi atena sa tuyenchem for almost 10 years nyoma nkoye na we ayi say ankoye na se bibi ti say wo ana bibi ba na ne bobo aginsem ana aginsem nti yesre Ghana for nyoma bi wo hono ma mama mu bishikra se beba mu we said we end this na se wo bibi say na eya ofe ana ofi say why frustrated ama why hwe ye a obesi atena opposition mu enu nti no ya shortcut to say the mu leaders ni bi kana eya man na mpesa mo boman
na kwajo me kuta communicate na omu issue ni enwumre no na baby anadi ajampo sisi ya omo bo eyi abaso gula Jonathan so one mediator na omo ne report bi o de by okay we say point 4 was the heads of state and government took note of the report of the high-level mission dispatched to the Republic of Guinea on September 10th, 2021, following the special session of the conference held on 8th September 2021 by video conference. They also took note of the report of monitoring of the political transition in the Republic of Mali, presented by the mediator, His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan. They praised the quality of the report submitted as well as the relevance of the recommendations contained therein. She Senka Ayana ka John Dramani Mahama wa carried we as a statesman accepted Africa and West Africa. Ghana president the year ECOWAS chairman ekade be ye din say okasi Jack asemasi Guinea kwada because we ni yanem
anasi oyebio na nkosi aga
for the Sudan na
Kenya for the masamesi Kenya for credit oh say nipa so de ene ne ban no e ti say nyi say
we say nyi
we say nyi e dey e be pie na pie so man for be kasa ho oh na ye kai me de bia me kasa do or die no me amfa me ho what you can say
and the haruna
the do or die no me amfa me ho
yeah that's true anyway
do or die no do or die
so who be na wasa
so now ba be do or die na say law no nya adwuma na nka be fa me ho
ba law be ye
adwuma now so you do or die and nka the law is in abeyance and nka be ha me but the law works into the you do or die na law and so mu
yeah what on a friend say
me say serious and can I say Mr. And can I say Mr. Mr. And can I say Mr. Oh, some penny for you, Honoma. Yen, no near Susan, I'm penny for no my black rono. So, but do baby and I say penny for who say, na damn pan the influence penny say. So, into no there, not do or die there, say, almost say idiom. And I would say a Webster's English dictionary, and I'm a I would just say, and you apply the do or die. Apply the do or die. And
how you feel stated?
But no boot, no boot for boot. Let's ramp it up to do or die. And then family cry. And family cry.
Oh, Saturday is coming through. Let me say, Kosheko.
Oh.
Emse Kosheko.
And Rechia,
Titiana.
There be His Excellency Mamadou Baumia, come at Titi's Nanko for Kasa Koshe. Nanko for the Sunko for Babe Super, His Excellency another no Oje Titi. I'm saying, at the end of the day, Obi Honoma Oje Titia, on the more energy. Obi Honoma Kosha. On the more energy. Ntinka ono ye titi.
Na ka wo so hwe koshe.
Na so hwe koshe.
Now bi so.
Ebi so na koshe kra na money to his attention. So koshe.
Ah busa for ya me say kwan wa se de a abobo no a na kwa kudu. Ye de besore so e wo boiling point ne enwumre ye ne coach Christopher Nimley ene Kofi Ahenkrama fo ene me nya kojo frempon. Ye be din ko kakra e fa Black Stars ho enna fortunately ye ntansi Frankabankwa Bayereba Frankabankwa Bayereba
what the assessment
Bayereba Osipega hey
concrete
oh jeje abrante won antru hey anantru
yes why tintin kakra se wa I tintin kakra se wa nko yiri mi odo baba
but royal height presidential height ni kutano e mamu be enga se be bia eti the bibi and the utinti fidi ni fuma and
bibi ni wa Bayereba no
bibi ni the bibi and was a barber so the producer if I got that sabidi ako of akwa chizo so na obo ti domo from afar no so national assignment binti na sa da essay no me so dey say akake ba betina se na wo huye enwem ene ntinyam ya doma ekina ye besa ehia ewo national agenda ya mufa bachi eni di birthday afehwe na my partner to zoom my partner to So for Samuel Aduma, Echina, Yebisha, about of good night.